Alright everybody, my name's Skysometric. Welcome to The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. A game that I played once when I was 12 years old, and it left such a huge impression on me that I wanted to come back and replay it and see if I still think so fondly of the game. Because the internet doesn't seem to, for some reason. All of the things I liked about it as a kid, the internet thinks are, potential flaws or things that they weren't so hot on. It's a very polarizing game in that regard. And so I'd just like to see if I still love it or not. Why don't we hop in? Alright, so I promise I want to take this game seriously, but I put a poll up on Twitter and Tumblr and everywhere, asking what to name the player character, and I really should have seen this coming based on what names I put on there. But today we are naming the player character Luigi. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. I'm right-handed. No, yes, I'm right-handed, actually. Thank you. Remember, Luigi is the best name. It's true. It's very true. We want headphone sound, in my humble opinion, and we're gonna set message speed to fast. With that, we are ready to get started. Our story begins not long ago. There was a young girl, savvy to the seas, and head of a band of pirates. Her name was Tetra. She was pretty, brash, and brave. Tetra and her handsome pirates set out to explore the vast and unfamiliar seas. One day, on a stop in an island, Tetra met a young boy dressed in green. After a series of strange events, also called The Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker, the two began traveling together. They found old ruins, and light enveloped Tetra. At once, she transformed into a beautiful princess. Spoilers to The Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker. Tetra is Zelda. Just then, a huge, ominous king appeared. He carried Princess Zelda away. The evil king sought the sacred power passed down to Hyrulean princesses. He schemed to take the power and use it himself. The boy chased after him, determined to save the princess. The boy crossed seas and climbed mountains. The journey was perilous. He slayed evil monsters and used their power to become a true hero. And his name was Luigi Einstein. After long and hard adventuring, he defeated the evil king. And beautiful Princess Zelda was rescued at last. This is a cute little slideshow. Later, the two set out with a brave pirate crew in search of new lands. Yes, they set sail together. A happy pirate ending. Phantom Hourglass is a direct sequel to Wind Waker. And we find ourselves on the pirate ship, immediately after the events of Wind Waker, searching for new lands because everything was flooded. So, what did you think of my amazing paper cutouts? Did you guess that Tetra was really Princess Zelda? Hey, Luigi, are you still sleeping, Swabby? See, it's the perfect name. Luigi! Luigi! There she is. Stop messing around down there. You're both supposed to be on lookout. What? Some legendary hero you are. Would believe you saved me from the evil king. Princess Zelda, we're nearly at that spot in the sea. I told you not to call me Zelda! Tetra worked just fine before, you know. But enough about that. So this is where the ghost ship is said to appear. Stay on the lookout for a creepy-looking ship. Are you sure this is a good idea? What about all the ships that have gone missing? I say the ghost ship is behind all of it. That's right, Nico. Every ship disappears. It's all because of that scary ghost ship. Ghosts? Hey, Tetra. They say these seas are protected, yeah? Something about a spirit called the Ocean King. Wouldn't a spirit like that protect the ships? Unless there really is an evil ghost ship. Don't be ridiculous. There's no such thing as a ghost ship. But it's just some pirates up to no good. I'll expose them as a bunch of frauds. Remind them that there are rules to being pirates. I doubt there really is an Ocean King anyway. Big words coming from somebody who is literally Princess Zelda and had to deal with all of that. Hey, look! The air feels chilly, eerie even. I say we take a detour around this creepy place. Quit being so scared. We're here to see the world, not take detours. Ship ahoy! I thought we were supposed to be on lookout. Why is he on lookout? Tetra, I could see a ship. Yeah, ship, up ahead. I don't know, y'all. That looks pretty ghastly. Is Luigi gonna be able to handle it? Weird fucking sequel to Luigi's Mansion. I hope they run into each other. Ah, they went past each other. Fine. It's the ghost ship! These waters really are cursed! You call yourself a pirate, it's just a ship. But it does look like it could be the ghost ship. There might even be a load of treasure on board. That's it, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. There she goes. Well, fuck. Come on, Luigi, you can do it! Nope, typical Luigi. Luigi! Save me! Luigi! Save me, Luigi! I can't do a Mario impression, god damn it. I'm gonna have to do a Luigi impression this whole time, aren't I? Oh, I don't know, guys. I don't know if I want to go on that ship. I was never good at voice acting. Oh god, that's the Navi noises. Shit, that's straight up just Navi. Oh, phew, you're awake. You weren't moving, so I thought you were done for. But it looks like you're gonna be okay. I'm Sela. You see, I'm a fairy. I was out fluttering around and found you here. What happened? Oh, right, Tetra! What? A ghost ship? Your friend was taken away by a ghost ship? So you were following after her, and you got separated from your own ship, huh? Is this the ghost ship people have been talking about? They say that those it takes are never seen again. They didn't swallow the whole ship, just Tetra this time. You want to know more about the ghost ship? Grandpa will know all about it. I lost my memory a long time ago. When I woke up on this beach, Grandpa rescued me. He's very sweet, so you've got nothing to worry about. Our house is up there, off the beach. Come on! Oh, can you walk? Tap the direction you want to move with your stylus. I always loved this. The fact that things are controlled with the touchscreen. I know that's not everyone's cup of tea, but It actually really works for this game, in my opinion. See, we have a lot more people in chat now. Welcome, one and all. One benefit of revisiting with another decade of exposure to Zelda games, I can now identify all the leitmotifs this opening uses. Indeed. Lexi pointing out that I should set the scale filtering to points. So, the fun thing about that is I already did tests on this. The scale filtering on the Wii U is actually smaller than the DS's native screen size. It's 256 pixels wide on the regular DS, and the Wii U brings it down to 192 for some reason, so it is already smaller, and I made it look best I could on the capture card. So, this is the best we're gonna get. I apologize in advance. Remind me, the right versus left grip just swap the UI side of the screen, right? Yep. All it does is switch the UI. The buttons are available on both sides at all times. Hello, traveler. So your name is Luigi. I am Oceus, and I live on this island. Sela told me all about what happened to you. Already? I also hear your friend was taken by the ghost ship. Already? I understand that you want to find the ghost ship, but you must not. But Grandpa, what are you saying? Luigi's friend was carried away. Pure evil fills the sails of the ghost ship. It roams the seas in search of victims to capture. It didn't even capture it. Tetra just went on there willingly. No one has ever escaped from it. It's best if you stay far away from that ghost ship. No, to seek out that ship is to seek your own doom. That's why we have to do something, Grandpa! Oh, mercy. You're not gonna give up, are you? It's very uncharacteristically Luigi to not give up. Young people. Excuse you. There's a port to the east of here. A sailor by the name of Linebeck should be there. He'll be willing to tell you more about the ghost ship. Look at your map. The harbor is there. Ah, the map. One of my favorite systems in the game, honestly. You mean that guy who came to visit, Grandpa? He asked about the ghost ship. I remember him. I'll go with Luigi and show him who he is. It's okay, right, Grandpa? Yes, I don't see why you can't go along. I'm sure you can help Luigi. And Luigi will need all the help he can get. Thank you, Grandpa. Let's go, Luigi. She's always been antsy, that one. Now, Luigi. Lately, there have been many monster sightings. I gave in to you and told you about Linebeck, but you better be careful out there. Added an extra word, that's alright. Hey, Sloth, welcome to the stream. It's good to see ya. Yeah, I really enjoyed this game as a kid. I'm hoping to see how I like it as an adult now. So all the way on the east end of the harbor here. It's very in character of Luigi to not give up. Interesting, alright. Just as long as he's scared the whole time, I guess. It's that rumbling, another earthquake. So many quakes lately, so many monsters. Bad signs for sure. And I bet there are even worse things to come. All I gotta do is tap the sign, right? Can't read it from here. Fuck off. There we go. It's gonna be a little weird looking up at the screen on my TV and looking down at the gamepad. It'll take a little getting used to, I think. Oh heavens, that quake just broke the bridge again! So many quakes lately, and the bridge breaks every time there's a big one. There's a second way to get to town, fortunately. Unfortunately, it leads through a frightening cave full of monsters. What to do? Well, wait for the bridge to be fixed, of course. Right, waiting. We are a hero of waiting. Hero of time, as we call it, yes. Do you have anything to say about this, old guy? So that earthquake broke the bridge, did it? Ah, unfortunate. There's another way to the port, but it's far too dangerous. No, wait for someone to rebuild the bridge. That's the only safe course. Don't even think about braving the path to the north. But whatever you say, I will extremely not do that. Hey, Prinny, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Just curious, how are you playing this? We are playing with Wii U Virtual Console. My setup is a little weird for this, but I'm doing the best I can with it. Pick things up by tapping them. Just tap the spot where we throw it. You can throw really far in this game. 1 rupee already. We're rich! I think this was one of the first Zelda games to have a 4-digit rupee count. Or if it isn't, it was Phantom Hourglass. Grandpa uses this cave as a storehouse. Thanks, I wanted to read the sign. Keep your hands off my things. Please ask first. Yeah, we did that already. He doesn't have to know, right? The door's locked. Can't make it past that. Nothing in the rocks or the barrels. There's another cave up there. I think I went in the wrong cave. Are you going to play Spirit Tracks on the Wii U? I did buy both. It is on the roster if I end up liking this game in any capacity. Danger! Monsters ahead! Yeah, no shit. Monsters! Look out, Luigi! It's way too dangerous. You need something to defend yourself with. We have to go back. What if I don't? You can't make me. Can't do anything with that. Just walk around all them. Oh, I have to cut down the trees. Okay. Well, we'll be back, presumably with one more weapon to defend ourselves with. I also remember loving Phantom Spirit Tracks, so I'm not concerned about how much I will like it or not. I remember liking Spirit Tracks more than this game, actually. Prinny replayed it recently. I wasn't too fond of it, it sounds like. Let's be honest, this game is actually pretty solid. I mean, we'll see. We're still in the early stages. Yep, that's how it's done. Just tap on people to speak with them. Anyway, I've just had a bad bit of luck with my garden here. The quake just heaved a bunch of rocks into the middle of my patch. Would you mind moving them? Tap on a rock, pick it up, and throw it. Low on health, so we're going to be hearing the low on health noise for a little bit. Apologize in advance. There we go. Thanks a plenty. You really helped me out there. It's not much, but here's something for your trouble. Please, I insist. I got a rupee! Don't spend it all in one place! What's with the dirty look? Think I'm a cheapskate? Fine, then here's a hot tip. Look at your map. There's a tree on that spot. Go bash it really hard. So if we do this, we can now go and mark the spot on our map just by drawing on it. So all I've got to do here is... There we go. Now we'll know that that tree is something to go and bash. Recommend you jot that down on your map before you forget it. Yep, did that already. I really love the map system. The map system was what got me to really, really appreciate the stylus on the DS. Let's see if you have anything to say now. I'm not acknowledging what I drew on the map, I promise. You're just gonna have to deal. I tried the path to the north, did you? Celia, don't pretend you forgot I told you never to go that way. We've seen so many quakes rattle the island lately, Luigi. And monsters have been seen closer and closer to town. Be cautious, young ones. That cave up north leads to the port, it's true. But that path will be crawling with monsters. Do not even think of it. I'm sure someone will get around to repairing the bridge. Well, that's awfully nice of you, buddy. Love being treated like I'm a child when I am... insert years old. I'm sure it hit more when I was actually young. But I'm supposed to be a hero of legend or something. I have literally saved the world already. Well, Grandpa wants us to stay out of trouble, but we need to find your friend. If only you found a sword, then you could show those monsters. If only I found a sword somewhere. Same thing. Phantom Hourglass in 2023, all the map notes are now sus. I don't know what you're talking about. I just scribbled a little thing that... God damn it. I didn't realize you could just jump straight in the water. Oh yeah, you can make little circles at the edge of the screen to do a little roll. If you know what you're doing, and don't just immediately jump in the water. We are looking for a sword. We are looking for a sword. Looking for a sword. We are looking for a sword. I've heard the ghost ship is on the prowl again, stealing more islanders. So very dangerous. Well, that's not a sword. Maybe we can go back in this cave over here. The one that says, don't touch my fucking stuff. I think I remember Grandpa storing a sword back there. Yep, I just came here early. Now, how to get this door open? Remember, he cracks open the door by writing a number on that sign. I think he says it's the number of palm trees on the beach. Sneaky. Alright. Why don't we go inspect the beach? Already putting the touchscreen through its paces. It's gonna be fun looking up and down between the gamepad and the, monitor. I'll get used to it at some point, I promise. So these are the ones on the beach, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 palm trees. Let's go back and put that on the sign. Am I getting a call? Hold on just one moment. Hello, I'm back. Alright, that was just a fucking DoorDash orders? My DoorDash person saying they were apologizing for it taking a little extra time when it's something that is entirely not a problem at all. It's just some cat food. I think I remember Grandpa storing a sword back there. Number of palm trees on the beach. Let's talk to the sign. Keep your hands off my things! Please ask first. It was 7, right? Sure is! Bingo! You got a sword! Tap an enemy or slide the stylus on the touchscreen. Shouldn't tell Grandpa we're taking it, he'd worry himself sick. Good for us, though. Now we can defend ourselves from those monsters. Very good. Using the sword, stylus. Tapping and drawing lines quickly is the key to deft swordplay. Tapping always does a thrust, or you can draw a line out from Link. And then to do a side slash, you can slide perpendicular to Link. Which honestly works better than it sounds. You two have proven to be quite a handful. Isn't that my sword? What do you plan on doing with that? Grandpa, I'm sorry, but we just had to. We can't abandon his kidnapped friend. We can't wait for the bridge. Yes, I understand, but I can't just let you go. Not without showing you how to handle that sword. For a sword tutorial! Teach you how to handle it. Meet me at my house, Luigi. Alright, let's do it. Nice camera angle. Luigi, so you have a sword. Then know that even the best swords can be bad, if mishandled, that is. So I must teach you the basics of swordplay. Targeted attack. Tap a target to lock on and close in. Apparently, if you do it far enough away, it's a jump attack. Cool. Targeted attack is the most basic of attacks. Use it well. Side slash. When you find it hard to lock onto enemies, use side slash instead. Sketch a line that divides you and your target to slash out. That's a weird way of saying just do perpendicular. Also use it to slash several things at once. Finally, we have the spin attack. Draw a circle. There we go. Superb, I can teach you nothing more. Now you must swim on your own as you venture out among the monsters. But if you do have any problems, return here and speak with me. Alright, will do. Thank you. Forgot about the spin attack. One more heart and we're on our way. Did you ever play Star Fox Command? I did not. I was not a Star Fox fan back when the DS was in its heyday. I know Star Fox Command is also a polarizing game. but it kind of followed on directly from Star Fox 2, right? The unreleased SNES game? You can hit these guys with your sword, and that's how you talk to them for some reason. Boing boing! Want to do a somersault? Scribble tiny circles at the very edges of your screen. Roll into that big tree there and see what shakes loose. Roll too much, however, and you'll get dizzy. Hey, 20 rupees. Not a bad start. I've got to look at the touchscreen that I am actually using to play the game. That would probably be a smart idea. First mini dungeon. Door is locked, etc. Gotta keep. Easy peasy. The usual Zelda basics. To be honest, the 4-sword tutorial's fair because new controls. You know what? You're right. Fair enough. Touch the stone tablet so I can read it. Tap a block to grab it, then tap the arrows that appear to move it. Little odd, but it works. When pulling the levers, first, second from the left. Put a 1 there. Pulling 4 levers. Where might those be, I wonder? Bet this hint will come in handy. How about we write it on our map? Yep. Just did. Way ahead of you, buddy. These are our levers. Pull the 4 levers in the correct order. Or else. Right, I can just tap the guys. I need to remember that. Don't have to do a side slash all the time, especially when there's only one enemy there. Like that. That's a lot easier. What do you have to say? When pulling the levers, second, first on the left, last, second from the right. Okay, so let me just jot this down real quick. No, that's not right, that's not right. Second is the first on the left, and the last second on the right, so that ends our logic. I promise I won't do all memes forever, I just had to get that out of my system now. Okay, so... 2, 1, 4, 3. Nailed it. Honestly, I don't even want to figure out what would happen if you pulled all the levers wrong, but it probably just spawns a bunch of enemies. Imagine a Kirby that was a top-down dungeon crawler. I'm thinking about that weird Kirby 3D minigame party fest, Kirby Battle Royale, which is funny because it's not even a Battle Royale. Do I have to pull this all the way? No, wait, I understand. Okay. Right, so the sound you are hearing, if you look up on the map, is a mouse with a key. It comes out of one hole or the other, and they're both connected. If we get it to go past here, we can scare it and corner it. There we go. Nailed it. It's actually a really cute puzzle. I'm going to be misinputting on the touchscreen a lot, aren't I? I remember being less misinputty than that, but maybe it's just something you get used to. Nailed ya! Good shit. Wrong answer is definitely snakes, so remember that. Okay, interesting. Reminds me of the Link to the Past puzzle right before the Sanctuary and the opening of the game, where there's two switches, and one of them is just randomly snakes, and the other one is just randomly the door opens. Seems like a much better take on that. And we're back outside. In town, even. We made it to the port. It's so much farther to walk when the bridge is out. Now that we're here, let's look up Linebeck. I've met him once or twice, can't say I care for him. He's an awfully big talker for such a big cuckoo. Alright, let's head to the port. Can do. Welcome to Merkay Island's port. You'd normally see sailors coming and going, but rumors that the ghost ship have returned have all but shut down our harbor. Except for one brave soul who recently docked his ship, that is. So the rest of everybody here is living without exports. I'm sure this is a big deal for the economy, and we'll be going over that in great detail later. Nah. Looking for the ghost ship, you say? Don't mean to take the wind out of your sails, but stay away from that ship. All those who've become obsessed with that ship are soon ruined by it. That ship has pirated the life from many a soul, but some of us still remain. Oh, knock on wood. Don't think that's how you use the phrase knock on wood. Look at this remarkable ship. What do you think of it? It is a ship. With eyeballs and a face. Those are not eyes or a face. Those are just windows, but it sure looks like a face. Oh, just look at her. What a ship. Such a proud beauty. Time loses all meaning when I gaze upon her. You know those people who are weird about cars like this? Never understood that. Oh, if she were only mine. Belongs to a sea captain what goes by the name of Linebeck. A fearless soul, I hear. He's seen the whole world, yet never seen defeat. What? You're searching for Linebeck? Captain usually drops anchor at the milk bar, but I haven't seen him in days. Perhaps the bar owner knows where Linebeck has vanished to. Milk bar, huh? That's not a milk bar. This is a milk bar. Kill the chicken? Maybe later. Pass on that for now. I'd like to keep my life. A new customer. Oh, hearty greetings. Lots of locals drift in here to while away the hours. Bit empty at the moment. But aren't you a tad short to be in here? Take no offense, sir. You'll be more than welcome when you've gone a little farther in life. I mean... How old is Luigi? Isn't he like a middle-aged plumber? I think he's quite old enough to be drinking milk. Looking for Linebeck. Sure, I know him. And that chair there knew him recently. Linebeck just dashed out, saying he was off to the Temple of the Ocean King. Tried to stop that crazy fellow, but off he went in the north side of our isle. Did my ears hear that right? He went to the Temple of the Ocean King? Listen up, young'un. Listen good. The Ocean King is defender of all creation. Really? Where was he in Hyrule? That temple up on the hill was built in his honor. None more worthy. Sadly, a curse was laid on the place that sucks the souls from all who enter. None dare step into the Temple of the Ocean King, so put it out of your mind. Can't say where your friend's gone, but I'll tell you this. Stay out of there! Yes, steer clear. That's what we all do. But the odd visitor now and then can't resist it. What? Where is it? Right here on your map. You're not actually going there, are you? No, of course not. No. I don't want to lose my life to a fucking temple. Tetra's gonna be just fine without us. She'll break out and come save us eventually. We'll just wait right here and draw some more fucking memes on the map. No, we're going. Luigi's like 28 at the oldest. All I know is he's canonically in his 20s. Yeah, that makes sense. To roll into that tree. I do like Spirit Tracks' rolling better, where you double tap the edge of the screen. That works a lot better than drawing circles. Ow. Weird. Gotta look at the touchscreen instead of looking at the monitor. I'll get used to this eventually. I like that the jump attack is just tap the thing when it's far away. That's actually pretty... makes a lot of sense. Hey, that guy just stole my rupee! Fuck off! Whoa. You got a big green rupee. It's worth 100 rupees already? Oh, right. It's the tree. Of course it's the tree. Can we erase this now? Thanks. I've cursed this stream enough. Lots of things I could use bombs on. If I had them! The sus is no longer among us, it's true. Aha! So this is the Temple of the Ocean King. Legend has it, the temple was built to honor the mighty Ocean King. No shit? With that name? You're kidding. But the temple has fallen into ruin, and people say it ruins any who enter. Still, we have to find Linebeck. So let's dive right on in, Luigi. I'm sure Luigi and Linebeck will be quite a pair, if you know anything about Linebeck. Whoa, look, Luigi! Luigi, look! It looks like someone's skeleton. What is it doing here? You don't think this could be Linebeck? This is really starting to creep me out. Behold. I guess the game doesn't want me to know that this is the titular Phantom Hourglass. It is atop a hexagonal pedestal, which I can only respect, as I'm sure you know. But we have to go in without it, it seems. I entered the temple in search of the treasure, but monsters that could not be slain with a sword stalked the corridors. Oh, damn. So even if you clear a trap, it resets once you leave. Should have made notes on my map, but I couldn't make notes on maps that have these icons. Really? I didn't remember that part. I foolishly entered this temple. In moments, it drained the life right out of me. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Hey! Wait. Did you hear something, Luigi? Oh, that wasn't our fairy. That was somebody else. Hey! There we go. That's better. Okay, I definitely heard something. Didn't you? Hey, there's someone over there, Luigi! You, kid! Over here, kid! I'm talking to you. You came at the right time. You're lucky you found me. Lucky for me, but luckier for you. Now help me! Oh, him? That's Linebeck! Hey, are you listening? I said help! What is he screaming about? Someone pleading to be saved, he sure is rude. What'd you say? Oh, it's that charity fairy from the old man's place. Yes, I got it. Listen, can you help me out? Just pay attention to what I have to say. Sure, can do. I know you're a kid and all, but try to listen up. I'm trapped in here and I don't know what to do. Normally I'd free myself without any problem, but I sprained my ankle and I can't move. Will you help? Why not? You seem trustworthy, I think. If I remember correctly, the no notes maps are a hint that there aren't any hidden treasures. Good to know. Thank you very much. I knew you'd come through for me, kid. Well then. Do something about these pointy spikes. There's gotta be a way to disarm the trap somewhere around here. Fine, Linebeck, just wait here. Let's help him out, Luigi. Alright, let's do it. Oh hey, wait a second! There's something I forgot to tell you. One thing you should know about this temple. It'll suck the life out of you. Why didn't you tell us that sooner? That's pretty important, you know. Let me finish. Don't go running away yet. I know it's scary, but it's not like the temple will suck the life out of you all the time. Not sure why, but as long as you stand on these funny floors, you'll be okay. Show me that map. See all the purple spaces? They're probably safe. So how can you see the map from here? Are we, like, picking it up and holding it up in the air for you to see, waving it around like we just don't care? Were you listening? Did you get all that? Sure did. Keep your strength up, kid. Don't be shy about breaking pots. Now get me out of here. Something else I noticed about this map is it is shaped oddly like an hourglass, but I'm sure this means nothing at all. go. Hit the switch. That's the spikes. Boom. Easy. Are you kidding me? The little boy did it. Okay, I'm taking that as my cue to get out of here. Freedom! Off he goes. Guess we should follow him. I mean, I'd love to stay and explore a little more, but, we shan't be doing that right now. Or maybe we shall. Shoot? Phew, I think we can take a quick breather. Hey, you said you sprained your ankle. You're walking just fine. You said you needed our help. Bah, it's not like you're the one who did the saving. Hey, kid. You're pretty brave for someone so short. I mean, not as brave as me, but not too shabby. So your name's Luigi, huh? That's a weird name. Name's Linebeck. I'm a real man of the sea. Impressive, huh? I mean, you're a guy. You're a dude. You're just there. I don't know about impressive. It was smooth sailing for me in the beginning. Then I got myself stuck in that trap. This place will suck the life out of you if you let it. Blasted temple. What are you doing in a place like this anyway? What do you want from me, kid? Ship, ghost ship. What? You're looking for the ghost ship? So you're trying to get your mitts on the treasure, huh? Treasure? What are you even talking about? Luigi's trying to save his friend, Mario! Mario was abducted by the ghost ship! We came hoping you might know more about it. Oh, really? Boo-hoo, how sweet. I think I'm gonna cry. Oh, I'm just teasing, kid. That's what this is about, I'm on board. As long as I get to keep the treasure. He didn't say that. He wouldn't say that. This is Linebeck we're talking about. Why am I disparaging him on my stream? Come on. I'm here looking for info about the ghost ship, too. I was just a step away, but I sprained my ankle. Okay, given what I know about this place, you were not just a step away from the actual info that you... whatever. Otherwise, I would have explored this cursed place. Liar! I just saw you running like a rabbit. No, you didn't. That was just an illusion. My ankle's still throbbing. The pain's unbearable. Oh, the pain. My god, dude. Anyway, you want to know about the this guy is more Luigi than our hero. Should have stuck with a different name. Go on without me, kid. Dude. My dude. Hello? Go grab the clue about the ghost ship. Has to be in there. We need it to find the ship. Got that? You're faking it. I think you're just scared. Poor Luigi. Not a chance. Normally, I'd be leading the charge down there. But I know how much it means to Luigi. I'm letting him have the glory of saving his friend. So anyway, here. Take this with you, kid. Found this key around here. It might help. You got it! You know what you've got to do, so get to it. If you can stand straight. Good luck in there, kid. You need a drink. You want to go out for the milk bar? Maybe that'll stabilize you. Come on, kid. I didn't shake you that hard. Key will get us in here. Linebeck, my sweet little scrumbly. Toon Link is so pathetic. I love him. Alright, maybe I was right calling Link Luigi then. If we're gonna call him our little scrunkly. Useful, I think? Question mark? Jesus. Jesus. Not fond of that! Okay. Now what? Well, refill hearts, but then what? What's over here? A chest! It has something in it! Nothing is there. Oh, it's empty. I guess the key that Linebeck had was in it. That's funny. He closed the chest behind him? That's awfully, like... weirdly... Forgot the word. Never mind. Don't worry about me. Video game characters can't step between spikes no matter how apart they are. It's an obligation. That's the truth, unfortunately. As much as these spikes look perfectly fine, and nothing bad could happen. So we do that. Oh, these go up and down too. So I just went the wrong way. So I had to hit both switches in time. That explains it. Okay. Then we get to the back where whatever that is. Let's hope this is what I hope it is. Nope, it's not! You got a C chart! Now you can see the basic structure of the game. 4 quadrants. We come down here for 4 C charts. Must be an important clue to finding the ghost ship. You should show it to Lineback. Will do. Look at that old C chart. Wonder if that's the clue to the ghost ship Lineback was we just got through saying this! I guess that wasn't in universe, though. Where the fuck is he? Can you believe the nerve of that guy, making us go in here by ourselves? Now that we've got the C chart, I've got some words for him. You should be able to take a video of yourself climbing a barbed wire fence and send it to Nintendo, then they unlock the ability to walk on spikes. Unfortunately, this was before the DSi. So otherwise, they would probably let you do that. And I suppose we will be back for you. Off we go. Todd Howard bobby pin incident, but much more painful. I already don't know what you're talking about. Bobby pin incident? My god. Oh, if it isn't the little monkey and his twinkly pal. Slow getting the goods, eh? Slow? How dare you? You were quick enough to run off, injury and all. What an insult. I was merely hurrying back to my ship, because somebody was actually ogling it. Ain't captain worth his salt puts his ship before his own safety, I tell you. Haven't you been gone for days? Never mind. But tell me, little monkey, what'd you find in the treasure chest? Ah, map, let me look at it. Bah, what's this? Some boring old sea map? Oh, now I see. It is, as we call it in the adventuring business, a treasure map. You didn't figure that out from it? Never mind. If we probe its mysteries, we can find the very prize I'm seeking. The ghost ship. And by we, I mean me. Farewell, little monkey. I'm off to find adventure. Did he really just do that? He muscles in on our map, then runs off with it. Oh, what should we do next? Meet Lineback at a ship, Luigi? The nerve of this guy. The actual verve of this guy. Someone once mailed Todd Howard a box of bobby pins with a note to weigh them because they were mad the bobby pin happens way too much in Fallout. I forgot about that, oh my god! Oh my god. Didn't they fix that too because that fucking worked? One of the silliest incidents in video games. Sure, there's a lot more to explore around town. Still ogling the ship, huh? What are you doing here? Well, look who's gracing our presence. It's Old Man Oshus. The bridge has been fixed, so I thought I'd check up on the youngsters here. You're an amazing lad to emerge alive from the temple, Luigi. Very courageous for one so early in his years, and so scared of ghosts. You sent me into that treacherous temple too, you old barnacle. Any who enter the temple unprepared will find it a terrifying ordeal, and most would lose heart and flee for their lives upon hearing me say it. But evidently, there are true heroes among us. God damn it, I should have left that drawing up. Bring my feathers a little more, old man. Yep, I'm famous, alright. Not you, fool, you're a wreck! You'd be sunk by now if our young friend here hadn't showed up. I was injured! On a typical day, I blaze through 1 or 2 such temples before breakfast. Calm yourself, Lineback, and tell me what you've made of the temple's map. I've inspected it fully. My trained eye finds that it holds no secrets at all. But wait, old man, what do you know of this map? Ho ho ho. Has the map's puzzle eluded you, Lineback? If I may see the map. I see a giant wall with a tiny hole in it. Standard map would simply show you where to go, would it not? This is no standard map. You'll find that one section is a little flaky. Touch it. I trust you can solve the puzzle, Luigi. Yes? Yes? Scribble? Scribbles? Aha! Aha! Yes! There we go. Very good. So you just scribble the icon off, and it's the symbol of power, I want to say? That marks the spot of an isle born of volcanic strife. It is the Isle of Ember. A fortune teller named Astrid lives there, and she sees far, Luigi. So you should ask Astrid if she can see where the ghost ship might be. Isle of Ember, eh? I always suspected there might be something there. So it's as simple as sailing there and finding Astrid. So we're off to the Isle of Ember, then. Sela, I'd like you to go with Luigi. You'll be essential to his efforts, I'm sure. I mean, yeah, otherwise how could I fucking walk? And by seeing the outside world, you might just find your lost memories. Will do. Happy to help. Sorry that we have to pal around with Linebeck, though. Still, I'm glad to sail the seas and see the world. Save the shoutouts to Simple Flips. What? Don't tell me I have to haul around that twinkly bit of fluff, too. Bah, fine then. Okay, the Isle of Ember awaits. Let's go. You'll be live bait with only that sword. Surely you should have a shield before we leave. Sure. I didn't realize we could buy a shield already. Good job, Linebeck. You're actually thinking. With your brain. Welcome, shopper. How can I help you? We've got all kinds of treasures. We've got whatever this is. 500 rupees. Good God. We don't have anywhere close to that. I don't think we can buy bombs yet, because we need a bomb bag. Red potion, drink it to restore 6 hearts. Let's see how much the shield is first. 80 rupees, perfect. Defend yourself from minor attacks just by holding it. Very good. I think I'm going to buy a potion too, just in case. Alright. Let's go! I'm trying to do the funny wiggly circles. I'm trying to do a roll. Oh, I really want it to be double tap. God. My Spirit Tracks instincts are overriding this. And that was fucking 10 plus years ago. Okay, the Isle of Ember awaits. Let's go. And climb aboard! The open sea calls! Something tells me he says that every time. I just have that memory in my head. It's off to the open sea with us, then. Leave all the navigation to you while I stay down in the engine room. And do what? Nothing? Draw a line and the ship will follow that exact path. Why don't we go over here? The ship just goes on its own and we can control the camera. And jump for some reason. Oh, almost forgot. See the engine on the right? Tap stop to stop and go to go. Well, let's see if you want to look around, touch the screen's edge, stay alert up there, touch, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Off to the open seas, just like Wind Waker, but a lot smaller map. Let's see what you've got for us. Oh, welcome to Beetle Ship. What are you looking for, huh? I must know. Just tap your selection. Let's see. Got another one of these. It's probably 500 rupees. Yep. We will be needing as many of those as we can find later. A ship part. The stone hull. You can deck out your ship with all sorts of parts and it increases your health. I think it increases your speed. It increases all sorts of other things. But we don't have enough rupees for that right now. And then feathers. Which we will be getting plenty enough of anyway, so we don't need that. Take it, he would also have a shield, but we already bought one of those. Mostly HP, more worth a set. Okay, that makes sense. Alright. Off we go to the Isle of Ember. Just run right into the ship, and we're off! I'm glad that didn't result in a collision. We will be back here later, but there's nothing we can do here for now, sadly. Let's just head off to this volcanic island. Now I can actually read chat. Hello. There's a frog. And off he goes. I don't think there's anything we can do with that just yet anyway. Going to make a game where the characters point out stuff that makes no sense. That kind of meta commentary is fun up to a point. Some games do it, but once it becomes the entire game's identity, that starts to get a little annoying. Sadly. It's a lot of fun when it's done well, though. This must be the Isle of Ember that Grandpa was talking about. We're here! Sure looks volcanic. A sterling example of my helmsmanship. Impressed, Luigi? What? You didn't even know where the island was! Who sketched out our course on the sea chart? Yeah, Luigi did. What? You piece of fluff. You just don't appreciate the finer points of sailing. But you get me, right, Luigi? No. Abuse your captain, will you? Okay, you little adventure monkey, why don't you run off and find Astrid? I'll be right here waiting for you, taking care of my ship. Humph. What? Staying behind? You're scared, aren't you? Me? Scared? I'm never scared, you little fluttering shrimp. You two go ahead. I'll be breaking my back working on the ship for your sakes. That's it? That's all the sign says? Does it need to say that? That's all I wanted to do, God. Alright, so I'm sure there's something around here that we're looking for. We are looking for Astrid, but, like, where specifically? Fortune teller, up. This must be it. It's the one with all the fucking spinnies on it. And she is extremely not here. Downstairs, maybe? If anything, Luigi is the captain. Linebeck is the first mate. Oh, good old Octoroks. Classic designs here. I always thought the ones in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom were a little weird, so I love seeing the classic ones walking around on the ground. These are something, right? You get a shovel or something later? Hang on, Luigi. I feel a presence on the other side of this door. Hey, I hear footsteps behind there. This door looks pretty locked to me. What should we do? Hey, let's call out. Ready? Okay. Call out something now, loud and clear. Hey! Who's there? Someone heard you. You did it, Luigi. Are the monsters gone? Get me out of here. It's safe out here. Who are you? The fortune teller, Astrid? Yes, that's right. My name is Astrid. I was sealed in here to hide from the monsters. I didn't foresee one thing. I can't open the door from the inside! God damn it, locked in the closet. I don't know who you are, but would you open it? Of course. Thank you, and good luck, because this will be tricky. See the map hanging beside the door? That map is somehow, the key to opening this door. You don't actually know? Unfortunately, only my assistant KO knows the secret of it. Oh, God. This is what we're dealing with? You locked yourself in the closet, you don't even know how to get out from the inside, and you wouldn't even know how to get in from the outside. That's fucking fantabulous. Hold on, Astrid, we'll get you out of there as soon as possible. Fine. Mark the locations of our island's 3 torches. You got it. We just gotta go find those torches, I guess. I will say, so far, I'm finding myself very invested in this game. It is a little silly and contrived at times, but I do enjoy it so far. I do enjoy the controls so far. We haven't had time a lot with the finer points of why people aren't so excited about it, but... Okay, so one's there. Honestly, the DS ruined me, just in general. I can't use capacitive touchscreens very well. I mean, I do, obviously. And it's not like a... Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of enemies. Okay, it's safer here, and I can use my funny potion. Look at this tree! Gotta love it. So we already know a torch is over here, but I thought I saw something else. Nope, just a yellow choo-choo. I'm just trying to roll into the tree. There we go. There we go. 20 rupees, not bad. Seriously though, having a DS ruined me, and now I go out of my way to get phones with styluses, even if they're sometimes the more expensive option. But then I don't fucking use the stylus hardly ever, because the phone's not really designed for that anyway. I need to stop obsessively rolling into every tree, it's not working. Fun adventurer. Look, Luigi! I'm gonna do that every time, aren't I? Hey, we can actually see you. Brute force will get you nowhere. Ah, it's a ghost! Get him, Luigi! Hey, I'm more scared than you are. No? Huh. Wait, give me some warning before you come at me. I must look really bad, but I swear I'm not a bad ghost. Well, to be honest, he doesn't really look like an evil ghost. My name is Ko. I used to work for Astrid the fortune teller. Oh, it's Ko! Oh my god! Just look what's become of you, poor thing. If you believe in fate, then it's not so bad. I do feel much lighter. Of graver concern, though, is what's happened to Astrid. It haunts me. We just saw Astrid. She asked us to open the door that locks her in. What? So Miss Astrid is alright? Well then, please open the door for me. I'll tell you the secret. The 3 torches on the island are the key to understanding. Keep that in mind and you may be able to open the door. 1 torch is right there on that island. Make a note on your map, lest you forget. Alright. I am terrible at drawing. But that's okay. All I need to know is it's there. Yeah, I'm enjoying this so far. This is cute. It's good. Boing boing! To open the summit gate, you need what the fortune teller has to offer. Whether you believe in her fortunes, however, is up to you. Yeah, whatever. Fortune smortune, I'm just here for getting in. This is the gate. Approval needed for entry. It looks shockingly well guarded. Where's the other torch? Imagine it's up on the hill somewhere. But I have to go the long way around and not fall off this time. So, here goes. Last game I played with a health system like this was Luigi's Mansion 3, and that game pretty much muted the game audio and screamed, "You're gonna die! You're gonna die right now!" whenever you're at low health. My god. I thought they'd kind of learned by now to tone that down if you get... Wait a sec. Where are we going? Well, shoot. I thought games in general had learned to tone down the health beeping based on how annoying it was in Link to the Past. Haven't we learned since Link to the Past? In Ocarina, I guess? Okay, so one of the torches is right here. Can't quite jump that gap. Gonna need some health real bad. But the second layer there actually just lets down, and then... Where's the other torch? Need some health real bad. Rupees are nice, but I need some health, actually. You got any hearts for me, by chance? There we go, much better. No torches up there. Maybe 1 torch is in town. Makes the most sense. After all, it would be well balanced with the other 2. No, but here's a rock. Still can't jump that. Okay. We'll be able to get over there eventually, I'm sure. I mean, we'd have to. There's a treasure chest over there. But I'm not seeing the other torch. Is it in a house? Probably not. As a matter of fact... If you're reading my words, that means I have fallen to fate. So look east to pick up the torch and carry my duty. This is K.O.'s journal. Looks like he was alarmed about something. More health, very good. I'm very excited to have an extra heart container or something. Zelda games always starting with 3 is always like... I always feel like I'm so close to dying. It's tense. They turned down the music too in Luigi's Mansion 3? My god. Mark the locations of our island's 3 torches. Not what I meant. Yeah, I know. I thought I'd have to draw on it, but apparently not. 1, 2, 3. Bingo. You touched all the right places. Thank you for opening the door. I'm finally free to go outside again. You bested the monsters who guarded me, so you're no ordinary travelers. May I ask your names? Of course. Luigi. It evokes kindness and strength in the same breath. Lovely name. Aw, that's the first time he's ever been complimented for anything. Now tell me, what brought you to our island? I'm on vacation. No. Luigi's looking for his friend who was taken by the ghost ship. Astrid, we were hoping that you might have some insights. Is that so? The ghost ship came to our island a few days ago. That's why I was hidden away to escape its ruinous reach. Speaking of which, I haven't seen K.O. since then. Bad news. I see. I sensed it. Just as I foresaw, but it was destiny. Well, life has little use for mourning, so K.O. thought. If any others are with you, please bring them along with you to my chambers. Assemble yourselves and I will join you after I make preparations. I guess that means we have to go get Linebeck. Joyous occasion. Confound it, you'd think that someone who sees the future would be on time. Where is Astrid? Let's get our fortunes told and be done with it. I'm surprised I didn't have to go and convince him. Greetings. Now if everyone is here, we can begin. Open my eyes to the future, a sinister darkness, a mighty sea, and the voice of sacred light. I see it. I shall speak. Listen with your hearts. If you really want to find the ghost ship, Luigi, you must be ready to clash with the very darkness itself. Knowing that, do you still want to rescue Tetra? Yikes! Really, if that's the path you've chosen, so it shall be. What, Luigi? Tetra! What about Tetra? You're planning to help her, right, Luigi? Of course. I believed in you all along, without a doubt. Now let's talk to Astrid. I foresaw your return. It's your fate, of course. Many trials still await you, however. Do you still plan on saving Tetra from the ghost ship? Sure do. Oh, very nice. The honesty in your eyes is crystal clear. Now make haste to the Temple of Fire on the summit of this island. There you must defeat the power of darkness that haunts that place. You will then find what you need to open the path that lies ahead of you. You have it within you to alter our doomed course of events, Luigi. But the light that seeks your help is growing faint. Please hurry. Power of darkness, eh? Hey, kid! I, just remembered I have some to go polish the, ship's rudder. Later, kid! Bye. Sheesh, what's with Linebeck? Oh, let's just let him be and hurry to the temple. Honestly, he'd be dead weight anyway. I'm realizing what I thought I remembered about this game, which is that it does a lot of talking. But I do like that, in a way, because it adds to the world and makes the characters feel more real. Not like they're just there. It's trying to be a good Zelda story, in that way. Tap the door to open it. It's not electrified anymore. Boom. Let's go. Oh, God. Already scared. I'm already scared. Uh-huh. I was kind of in the middle of something. Look, the volcano is erupting. Watch out for falling rocks. Watch for rolling rocks, etc. Congrats on the A button challenge people for getting watch for rolling rocks in 0 A presses instead of half an A press. And a much faster time, too. I need to go watch the video of that at some point. And here we are. That must be the temple, but the entrance is sealed. Of course it is. Can I tap it? No, of course not. But, Luigi walks towards it, and into the door, trying to clip inside. It's candles. Bet I have to blow out the candles, don't I? I bet there's something on the summit here that says... Ooh, Link! Use the microphone in your heart. What does that mean, Link? We'll have to go figure out. Blow out the flames to illuminate the path ahead. Yep, sure enough. Oh god, you have to do that while being rained on. There we go. 1, 2. I forgot how much this game uses the microphone. I thought it was just a couple specific points. Now we can enter the temple. We did it, Luigi! Let's go face the power of... Let's go face up to that power of darkness. I'm sure this will be the only time that we have to face up to the power of darkness, ever. Ugh, so hot. Oh no, there are flames everywhere. You better not touch them. Don't go and burn yourself, Luigi. You know, half an A press is dumb. I know it's a weird name, but I do understand what it is talking about when it means, there's fucking fire bars in here? When it means that, you have to hold an A press from a previous room. So, it's not an A press that you need for that one, level, but it is an A press that you need from a previous level, which makes it strange, and needing a strange connotation. It is strange that the game actually cares about when you're holding the A button, though. We can hop across gaps. Don't make haste. Make note of the one safe path. You don't say. Cool. Wonder what that means, but let's make note of it. Copy it down. I like these puzzles, too. They're very fun. Getting to write on your map and everything. Maybe this will get me back in a drawing mood again. Small key. Easy. Keep on going. I also forgot this game was full of a bunch of combat rooms, so that's exciting. No, I think he said half an A press because he presses the button halfway down. I might be wrong, though. No, that's not what that means. If you watch the video, he's very explicit about going over what it means in the context of the run. It means you have to hold the A button from a previous level. And, they call it half an A press because it doesn't count as a whole A press, it's just holding one from a previous level. The N64 doesn't have analog buttons like that, so even if you held the button halfway down, it wouldn't actually do anything. The only console I know of that does that is, like, the PS2 has all analog buttons for some fucking reason. Oh good, it's these funny red and blue blocks. I love these in every Zelda game. I wish they would use them more. Can't reach that. Ow, Jesus. Can't wait to have a better way to take care of these assholes. If you hit them quickly when they spawn, it's a lot easier to take care of them, because you don't have to wait for the electricity to go away. Little slimes. Man, I forgot these, like, little slime guys were a normal part of Zelda early on. They showed up a lot in the handheld games, mostly. But, they also showed up in the original Zelda, too. Not Zelda 2, I mean Zelda 1. They showed up in the original Zelda 1, too. The boomerang! This item follows the path you draw on the screen, which is so fucking cool! Tap the item icon to equip the boomerang, or hold the L button, or the R button if you are left-handed, and draw a line and make it do whatever you want it to do. Like that. Just don't let go of the L button early, I guess. Jesus. Can I turn these off? Yes! I'm gonna stop using the L button because it's on hold instead of on a... What? Oh, hitting those makes the boomerang on fire. There we go. Got it. Action sequence. Fun. Now the torches are off. Much better. Now this is the appeal of the DS games. It's so cool to use. You said it. The way the items work in this game is so fucking cool. This was the part that inspired me to make those Kirby drawings that I showed on the pre-stream. There are no treasure chests on this floor. No trains are currently in service. I know what you want me to do. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Oh, I hit a wall. God damn it. There we go. Yeah, I love this. This is so fucking clever. A lot of the other items end up being really clever, too. Oh god. Don't want to hit those while they are funny clouds. There we go. I don't know if these are the same as the guys in the other games who can stop you from using your sword, but also, I don't want to figure out. You know? So now we can go through here freely, back to the funny firebar room. Keep on going up. Best rang of the series. You know what? I might be inclined to agree with you, though the Wind Waker one is really, really fun. Take care of this guy. There we go. Just barely nailed him at the end of the jump arc? Boomerang arc. Going, the number of treasure chests left here is 1. So apparently this game doesn't have a dungeon map, because you always have a map, and it doesn't have the compass. So instead they do it like this. I hear another fucking key rat from the first dungeon. Huzzah. That's our one other treasure chest. With a red rupee. Cool. So what's over there, then? The other way is clearly where we are supposed to go, and... this is exciting. Gotta be quick on that, Jesus. Gotcha. Much better. Yeah, Jesus Christ, this is really cool. I actually really love this first dungeon. I was afraid it was going to be too simple. I know the dungeons are a point of contention for a lot of people, too. Not just the Temple of the Ocean King, but some people say they are too, simplistic. Which I understand. But also, this one's really good, actually. Hope that's not too close to the wall. Bingo. I seem to recall as a kid, going back to a previous red-blue switch and, switching it to the opposite way using the boomerang just to throw the entire dungeon off. More candles that we have to blow out. I like Link's shocked expression that he has during that. It's very silly. I'm sorry, Luigi's shocked expression, of course. One down, and... No? Here. You know, they really can't bring this back for the Switch, could they? You probably have to hit these in a certain order, don't you? Yes, very clearly. Alright, so we'll be back with whatever the order of that is. I remember that pretty well. Except for what the order is, apparently. Quick as you can, flip the 4 switches in order. 1, 2, 3, 4. No loss this time. Writing stuff on your map is a key survival skill, etc. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I hope I didn't just hit the wall. I did! Let's see if we keep this enjoyment up through the rest of the game, though. That's the other thing I'm wondering about. I'm hoping we can at least make it to the first real descent into the Temple of the Ocean King before we call it a stream. What do you have to say for yourself? Oh, this is another floor, so you're telling me how many chests there is. One more! Pass. The big key system works completely differently in this game. This is the lock, and we have to bring the key there. We'll get there momentarily. Oh wow, that worked on the backswing. That worked surprisingly well, actually. Didn't quite hit the fire keys. That's okay. Nailed it. Oh yeah, this is really fun, god. Combat in this game with the boomerang rules. I'm really loving this. Oh god, bubbles. Fuck. Nope, that's the wall. These are bubbles, right? There's like 3 different names for them, depending on which color they are for some reason. Or maybe it's just inconsistent naming in the manuals over the years. Does the mic actually know when you're blowing, or does it just detect audio? Because couldn't you just scream to blow out the fire? I think it just detects audio, yeah. Number of people saying that. Which, if Sky screams for Mike, please clip and send it to me. I will laugh my ass off. Oh, we have a whole story about that coming up, I promise. When all 3 torches are lit, the path will be revealed. I always found the way the big key worked in this game to be really charming. It's so cool! It really is so cool. It's one of the best ways they've done it in the entire series, in my humble opinion. What did that do for me? Can I now do something over here? Yeah, that opened the door over here, and I need to do this now to actually make it across. Not a door, a fire. More fucking fire bars. What is this, fucking Mario? Oh yeah, it is! I'm playing as Luigi! Here we go. The big key. The boss key, specifically. It's a huge, heavy key. Tap close to yourself to set it down and tap far away to throw it. But as you carry it, you walk really goddamn slow. And of course, you can't swing your sword or anything. So you're prone while you're carrying it. And if you ever need to actually do something with it, you throw it, you hit your enemies, you pick it back up. Just want to make sure it doesn't end up in the abyss, you know? But in lieu of having a dungeon map and a compass, having the big key be something more is way cooler, in my humble opinion. It's very unique. This temple protects the spirit of power. I see. Step into the blue light to return to the temple's entrance. Ah, yes, of course. Just like in the other Capcom-made games. You know, I thought of something, recently, which is that, Capcom made almost all of the other handheld games up to this point. The only other one that Nintendo made was Link's Awakening. This is the only, this is the first handheld Zelda that Nintendo themselves made since Link's Awakening. So no wonder it's just a little weird compared to the others, you know? I can feel an evil presence lingering at the top of these stairs. Be careful, okay, Luigi? Hey, Luigi? Blaz, Master of Fire! Blah, blah, blahs. Alright, so all we have to do is put these guys out, right? Oh, we have to hit all three of them with the boomerang to put them together. They're about to shoot something at us, so now's not a good time. There we go. Oh, and then I have to hit them. No? Yes? Maybe? No, that doesn't seem to be working. Okay. So what else do I need to do, then? There's no, like, torches around or anything. Does it have to be done in a certain order? I don't like it when the characters call the big bads bosses when... What reason do they have to call them boss fights? Why do we call them bosses? I don't know, it's a name that we've had since the early days. Okay, what am I not getting about this? 1 horn, 2 horns, 3 horns. That's what I'm not getting. Got it. It shows it on the top screen for me and everything. Just wail on him now. Off it goes, back into his constituent parts. Nope, that's not what we want. Well, fuck, I missed one. Need to get some health. Alright. Back to it. There we go. Now I've got this figured out. The top screen is doing a good job of telling me which one is which, so that I don't have to actually look at the characters themselves. Now he's using meteors. God damn. Need health. Thank you. Not what I want him to do. That at least gets them away from me for a minute. Excuse you. For some reason they were immune to it then. There we go. You could just kind of wail on him, huh? There we go. Blaz goes blaboom. Just turns into sand and disappears, huh? Crest of Power. Hey, I know this song. Map is the only way to tell the order on that? Okay, well, good thing I looked up at the top screen soon enough. Kinda wish Zelda games had more boss rematch options. I liked that Ocarina of Time 3D added that. That was really good. Really good addition. I am Leaf, Spirit of Power. I serve the Ocean King. I owe you thanks for defeating that evil wizard. You broke the seal, so now I'm free. You must be a good guy. Even though you are the Spirit of Power, you must have a good heart because you are a fairy. Look, Luigi, it's the Spirit of Power. Yes, he just introduced himself. This must all be what Astrid was talking about. Please help us. We need your strength. I was locked away with the Ocean King years ago, but now I can't feel the Ocean King's presence. I wonder what happened to him. If I come with you, maybe I can find out. If you need it, I will gladly lend a hand. Cool. I forgot that you collected fairies in this game. Spirit of Power Leaf has joined your group. You should go tell Astrid. But more importantly... fucking heart container! Let's go, gamers! Don't think this game has rematches, but Spirit Tracks does. Another good addition that makes Spirit Tracks the better game, overall. But this game is great too, so far. The volcano has stopped erupting, Luigi. I'll bet it's because you defeated all the monsters. Come on, let's go tell Astrid. Gotta respect this game is constantly giving you incentive to not forget about the top screen. Really one of the better games that actually takes advantage of the DS in general. Even if some of it is a little silly, most of it is really, really good. Hey, kid. So you were able to defeat all the monsters? Well, Astrid is waiting. Well done. You defeated the power of darkness, Luigi. Thus, you've broken the seal that imprisoned the spirit you need to move ahead. And ultimately, you will need 3 spirits. Power, wisdom, and courage. When you have all 3, you will possess the power to find the ghost ship. Now 2 spirits remain, but their locations are veiled to me at present. I see another clue for you to find in the Temple of the Ocean King on Merkei Island. And to further your efforts, I give you this. May it help in battle. A power gem! Radiates power, but you can't use it like this. Spirit gem, there are many for each spirit, find as many as you can. See somewhere on the seas you can raise a spirit's power for 10 gems. The light that seeks your aid grows weaker still. There's no time to lose. You actually did it! Now we're even closer to getting rich, Luigi. Haha, I'm excited. He's so self-centered. Well, I sense that man will prove to be an asset and not an anchor. In time. Hope you're right. Okay, let's quickly set sail back to Merkei Island. I remember the power gems very well. They are an important part of 100%ing this game, and they are ultimately why I ended up buying the strategy guide for this game, which I still own. And I may refer back to it if we ever decide to 100% this game. It's taken so long. I was about to leave you here, Luigi. I walked here just as fast as I could while talking. What, Lineback? What are you going on about? Suspect that we're hot on the trail of untold wealth. Don't you suspect that the light that needs finding is really a shiny treasure? I really don't think so. Haven't forgotten anything, have you? Alright, let's be off. 20 for max. Yeah, there are 20 spirit gems of each type. That makes 60 fucking collectibles before even getting into pieces of heart and all that shit. Let's head on back. many rupees do we have anyway? Does it tell me if I open this? Yeah, 185. We could stop and get another ship part if we wanted to. You know what? I might just. I think that's a good idea. I have the poster for the strategy guide literally hanging on my wall 5 feet away. I have that poster too. I had it hanging on my wall as well, back when I lived with my parents. Since then, I put it back in the strategy guide, but I also think I marked it up too, just like I mark up the maps in this game, so I ended up, marking it up to 100 to, point out which things I had and which things I still needed for 100%. So, it's all drawn on, but I do have it. Stonehole. Go to the shipyard to customize a ship. We haven't even been taught about that yet, but it's good to have it. I'm going to prep a member's card just for you. The more you buy, the more points you'll earn, and the happier you'll be. I pamper my customers. No other shop offers such rewards, you know. That brings your point total to 1. Try to earn 20 points and earn a silver membership. Man, there's a lot to buy in this game, huh? Jump in place, jump in place. We're hopping. We're playing a video game. Phantom Hourglass. After fucking 4 years of wanting to replay this at least. And then a week-long delay at the end because I got sick last week, but I'm feeling better today. Mostly. Got a little headache. I'm just happy to be here. And thank y'all for joining me on this journey. I know I haven't been extremely active with the chat so far, but that's because this game requires a lot of reading. But I do appreciate y'all being here and being active in the chat, so thank you all. Happy to share this journey with you. And if you aren't so fond of the game and wanted somebody to appreciate it, to play it vicariously and appreciate it through, that'd be me. Hey, buddy. Come on in, you found yourself in the shipyard. Want to customize your ship? If you got the parts, I got the time. Yes, indeed. Let's put the, stone hole on. There it is. Much better. Done swapping out your parts, come by anytime you want to change them. Ship's stamina will go up if you use parts from the same set. And speaking of which, here's the shell anchor ship part. Might as well put that on, too. Is that from the same set? No, extremely not. It's probably from some mermaid set or something. But hey, it looks nice. I did end up getting all the gold parts as a kid. I think that is a rather tedious affair, if I recall correctly. But I put as much time into this game as I could from top to bottom. I don't regret it a bit. It was a lot of fun. What's this? Treasure teller opening soon. Alright. It's probably one of those, pick a chest, type of deals. Still don't have a bomb bag for any bombs. I don't know if we can just buy bombs or not. I still haven't figured out. Making some good bank, though. Seems like that tree, stays empty once you get the treasure off of it, which makes sense. Most of the rest of them regenerate what they have in them, though. So that one with 20 rupees in it will have 20 rupees if I go back there. Ahoy, folks! Hey, Quintillion! Welcome to the stream! It's good to see ya! Start of the game still, the amount of reading will go down, I feel. It's good timing saying that with the text box right here on screen, but I do remember this game being rather talky overall, compared to most Zeldas. I liked that as a kid because it helped me get more invested, but we'll see if I can, keep that up. Drink some water. This is one of 2 Zeldas I never finished, just gave up. Was the other Spirit Tracks, or did you just never play Spirit Tracks? If you push yourself that hard from the beginning, you won't last. Hey, says the person who was fucking rushing us to get to the ship earlier. I understand wanting to hurry, but don't waste your energy. Don't forget that this cursed temple can suck the life out of you. I know we have to search for clues to find the spirits, but we need some kind of strategy. Just don't end up like this. Hey, you know, I mean, if you say you want to go it alone, then who am I to stop you? What? You're trying to put all the work on Luigi again? If you know it's dangerous, shouldn't you be helping too? Well, yeah, kid, the temple is a little dangerous. Not a place for, kids. If you go in, well, you might not make it very far. It's not exactly true. What? Oh, hey, Grandpa! I'm impressed you managed to free the spirit of power. You are strong. Even if you follow the ghost ship, you will be fine. Luigi. Get up on that altar. It's time. Now, Luigi, take the hourglass. You got the Phantom Hourglass. Roll credits! No. It's a mysterious hourglass filled with golden sand. The sand that burst out of the boss, I believe, transported its way all the way here, if I recall how this works correctly. You now hold the legendary Phantom Hourglass, Luigi. As long as you carry it, this temple cannot drain the life from you. Woohoo! As long as we have this, we can search for clues for the spirit. However, you are only safe as long as sand remains in the top of the Phantom Hourglass. When all the sand has drained to the bottom, your life too will be drained. It's an hourglass, can't you just flip it over again? No. Once the sand of hours has drained, its power is lost. It needs the light of the sun to restore its mystical power. Ah, I get it. So we have to go outside the temple again. The sand inside the Phantom Hourglass is called the Sand of Hours. The beast you defeated in the Temple of Fire held some grains of it. It is said to be made of force gems of the Great Spirit, the Ocean King. Force gems? Those are still relevant here? Force gems only showed up in this era of Zelda, right? They showed up in Four Swords and Four Swords Adventures. And then, actually, I don't remember if they showed up in Four Swords. I know they showed up in Four Swords Adventures. And then they showed up here. And they're a big part of the multiplayer mode. And that was kind of it, huh? That and Spirit Tracks is multiplayer mode. It's weird. It gives deep strength to whoever holds its power. From now on, you must defeat monsters and collect their Sand of Hours. For the more sand you place in the hourglass, the longer its power will last. The sea chart we found in this temple showed where to find the captured spirit. If that's the case, then the location of the other two spirits... I bet there's another clue hidden somewhere in this temple. I just know it. I won't stop you, Luigi. Dive deeper into this mystery, but keep the Phantom Hourglass in hand. Remember how Astrid was saying that the sacred light was fading? We've got to hurry, Luigi! So how did you know so much, old man? That long story is not yet ready to surface, but all will come in time. For now, you must find the ghost ship. That's right! A mountain of treasure awaits, ready to leap into my pockets. Hop to it, Luigi. This isn't Frogger. Put some steam in your engines and get exploring this temple, kid. Alright. Let's go do it. Spirit Tracks is the other one that Quintilian didn't finish. Yeah, no surprise there. 10 minutes. Time does not deplete while you are in a safe zone, only when you are outside. Look at the upper left corner of the screen. This is how long the Phantom Hourglass will protect you from the curse. Without the sand, it'll start to suck the life out of you instead. Remember to keep an eye on the time you've got left. This is the door of power. Use my strength to open it. Tap the door, and let's go even deeper into the temple. Lineback and not Navi talk a lot with each other. They sure do. The door glows red with power. This game, more so than Wind Waker, was the one that taught me what all the symbols mean. Phantoms. So I think what a lot of people don't like about the Temple of the Ocean King isn't just that you have to keep going down over and over again, keep going further and further. It's the fact that it is A, timed, and B, a stealth mission. Wait, Luigi, the evil that cursed this temple made these monsters. Phantoms are very dangerous enemies. Their armor is nearly impenetrable and they strike very hard. Does that mean you can't defeat them? There has to be a way. Well, all you can do is sneak by the Phantoms so they don't see you. You can watch their movements on your map. This is where the Phantoms are. The cone shows where they are looking. So we have to sneak around like thieves, eh? What if we're seen? If they see you, run straight for a safe zone. Basically turn invisible there. The sand stopped moving the hourglass when we were in one. This temple's curse makes it a dangerous place, but it's not all bad. Those safe zones remain as places that evil can't get to. So if a phantom spots you, run to a safe zone. That's easy. Let's do it. Lighting torches should open the way. That's a leg. That's not a torch. My god. How am I supposed to light two of them? So we go up here, and this is where we're supposed to go, but we don't have the key yet. Aha! Understood. Reach. Nope, not quite. The good thing the detection on that was really, really good. Because otherwise, I think I would have missed that. Can't dig this yet. I do believe those require the shovel, which this is a really good game for the shovel, in my humble opinion. I think this game uses it to great effect. Okay, so the Phantom's gonna cross by us, and we just need to wait here. Can't see us at all, huh? Break a red pot to spill its magical contents on the floor. Stand in the puddle to conceal yourself. You can pick them up and put them wherever you want. Oh, we had to go all the way to the end. Interesting. Run into the safe zone, right by this Phantom. I'm hoping I can run past him and he doesn't just immediately turn around. God damn it. There we go. That wasn't so bad. Okay. So you can see all these, like, stuff like this. That over there that we can't reach. The shovel that we can't, the shovel spot that we can't dig up yet. You can see all of these, items, stuff for items that you get later that you can use to make life a little easier down here. But as long as we don't have them, we have to do things the hard way for now. So we can't bust these blocks open to skip past here, we have to go the long way around. That's okay. It will make our life easier very soon. Now, as I recall, this guy literally just sits here. But if we get his attention, we can come and pull the switch. Easy peasy. phantoms hear when a switch is hit. Hit switches quietly or lure them away with sound. It really is just a big ol' stealth mission. Not everyone's cup of tea, but for some reason I've always enjoyed it. This particular format just seems to work for me for some reason. Can't do anything with that yet. Can't get through that fire yet. Don't know what to do with the switch yet. Gotta bomb this? I don't have bombs. Well, shit. I can't just roll through this fire yet, but I can do this. God damn it. Much better. Just gonna run by that guy. Don't worry about me. Should have watched the paths that the phantoms walked more carefully. They're patrolling the same areas again and again. Yes, just like a stealth game. Just like your average stealth game. Good thing he did not see my sword poking out from the safe zone. I'm really excited to get bombs because, oh, Jesus. You don't say. Can I put this down on the switch? Or does it throw it there? It throws it there. No surprise. For some reason, the spikes stop the boomerang. Maybe I'm just not able to throw it high enough to go over the spikes or something. And this is our quick way back. Easy. What does the timer mean? I didn't see. The timer is how long you have to spend outside of safe zones before it starts sapping your health instead. Clue to the ghost ship rests on this floor, just a little further. Who knew that the contents of yellow pots restore time in the hourglass? If only I had the hourglass, maybe things would have been different. Rip to that person, but I'm different. You found a force gem! Take it away quietly. Interesting. So this is like the big keys of this. Force gems stolen from the Ocean King by the hands of evil. You'll need the power of force gems to open a door and delve deeper. So these are basically big keys. Bring it all the way over there. There's 3 pedestals marking the Triforce. Gotta get 3 of them. Cool. Great. Outstanding. Gotta sneak them past all of these fucking phantoms, too. Move a lot slower when you're carrying a big force gem. If a phantom sees you and you don't think you can get away, don't be a hero, drop the force gem and run to a safe zone. What do you mean, don't be a hero? I am literally the hero. That's what I was hoping to see. The multiplayer mode of this game plays a lot like this, because this game has a multiplayer mode, by the way. One person controls Link and the other person controls the Phantoms, and you played for Force Gems, bring them to your own safe zone on one side of the board, or try to steal them from your opponent, because each person switches who plays as Link and who plays as the Phantoms. And it's all on the same board. It's really, really cool. I've only gotten to play it a couple of times with people, but the few times I did, I had a lot of fun. So I need to be up there so I can hit the switch around the bend. It was this game that first made me wish that I had a Legend of Zelda level editor and start drawing out things in mazes and stuff. Zelda-like things. Dropped his key. Now we can go pick it up. Good stuff. If we run around this way, we should be able to beat the Phantom before he gets here. Yes, indeed. Why are there 2 fairies? What did I miss in the time it took me to get shoes? You must have missed the end of the previous temple. Because, we got for completing the last temple, we got the Fairy of Power. And so the Fairy of Power has joined us on our quest. The Spirit of Power, or whatever it's called. You understand. Pull the switch while we're here. Puts out the fire. Please tell me that is not time limited. It is not. Very good. So we'll be able to go back there momentarily. Just gotta bring this Force Gem back. Here we go, that's 2. I wanna go look at something real quick. Alright. Just keep going. Go the long way around here because the Phantom's circling the bottom. This is what the map is extremely useful for seeing. So you don't just run straight into danger. But wait, we can get up here too. What's up here? Switch that opens a fucking pitfall. And another switch that opens a pitfall. So you can get this Phantom. Hey, buddy. Come over here. Just take your normal, nice patrol route. It's the same thing as every day. Bye! Much better. Now we just head on in. Time is frozen here because this is a special place. This is not a mark we have. This door just won't open for us. The design is different from the last door. Maybe we need another spirit's help? Huh? Wait, there's no fog in this room? Look, the hourglass has stopped and their life force isn't being drained. This place isn't cursed yet. I think we can finally relax. But I can walk out here to, nothing. There's extra time in here if we need it, but we really don't, actually. Step into the blue light to return to the temple's entrance. We are not ready for that yet. Because we need the sea chart! Man, that's dusty. Jesus. But it looks different from the last one. Maybe now we can explore new areas of the sea? Let's show Limeback. Alright, who wants to bet we're gonna have to blow the dust off of it with the microphone? And that's it for our first trek down there. I think ultimately you go down there 3 or 4 more times? Wait a second. I just remembered something. What's over here? It's just a bunch of trees. Okay, so you can't actually go further out onto this peninsula. And there's nothing over here either. Okay, fair enough. Man, I could really use some bombs. Can you yell to blow the dust off, please? It'll be funny. You know what? Just for you. Well, let's see if that's what we have to do first. Hey, what you need? Does that ship of yours have a cannon? Nope. They make sea life easier, or at least louder. That's about all I know. I heard you can get them from a guy named Edo on an isle to the south. Remember that for later. Hey, you actually made it back. Find the sea chart? Linebeck, you're lucky to have us around doing all the hard work. Yes, we found the new sea chart. Hey, let me see that. It's the chart we need to sail into the sea that's up north. We still don't know the location of the ghost ship. Well, blow me down to the ground. The chart's so dusty that I can't read it. Make yourself useful and clean it up, will you, Luigi? Alright, let me prepare my best, Super Saiyan voice. No? Okay, well that only got us so far. Oh hey, another crest has appeared. Ah, chew! Hey, look, I mean, I knew it all along. I knew it was hidden there. I've always had a sixth sense for such things. We aren't falling for it, Lineback. You didn't know that was there. Don't pretend to know what I don't know. Anyway, I bet a spirit's right there. So let's go to that island. Okay then, once we set sail, I'll explain how we can go to the Northwestern Sea. We should probably go get our cannon first before we do that. How to navigate up there. See chart of the Northwestern Sea, because there's a whole new area north of here. So draw a course to the top of the chart. Not quite. Let's go to Cannon Island first. I think that's our signal we can go to Cannon Island. I might be jumping the gun a little bit. Haha. But once we get a cannon, we can finally do something about those golden frogs. I thought I said this wasn't Frogger. Why are there golden frogs? Hey, buddy. Hey, nice to meet you. And not like I don't want to greet you, but I'm here to deliver your mail. Not talk your ear off. Yep, the postman lives for special delivery. And your name is... Got it right here. Isn't it Luigi? I'm sure I'll be carrying special deliveries for you at some point. So I'd appreciate it if you didn't, shoot me with a slingshot. Thanks for understanding. I may also need you to sign for deliveries. Thanks. On that note, see you around the sea, sir. Off he goes. Hey, buddy. Hello there. You've come to Edo's garage, that is, Master Edo's shop. I'm Fuzo, his apprentice. And you? Oh, nice to meet you, Luigi. What? You want a cannon? Sorry, little guy, but we don't have any ready to sell. Not yet. Master's working on one, though, so he's withdrawn to his workroom. Yep, he's gone and locked himself in there until he's done concentrating. If you really, really, really want a cannon, then go speak with the Master. You can go around the island to reach the back door. Dangerous, though. The back door's never locked, so that's your ticket to meet the Master. I'll be happy to open the gate that leads to the rest of the island. Follow me. Okay, we're getting a cannon this time. That's good. I thought we'd have to wait a little longer for this, but blessedly, we can get this now. Watch yourself, little guy. There are monsters beyond this gate. Can do. You're gonna have to do more than that to make me scared. Where be a fortune amid the beehives? You don't say. There are bees. There are bees. Oh, good lord. As long as we don't mess with the beehives, they shouldn't affect us too bad. You got a treasure map! It shows where treasure lies at the bottom of the sea. We can't do anything with this yet. One day, that will be very useful to us. Bomb garden. Bomb garden, you say? Bombs? Oh, would you look at that? The Wii U gamepad is losing battery. I will have to recharge it. Or just reach the, cable over. If I'm lucky. Not quite long enough. I don't have enough fucking cords in this setup. There we go. And we're off. Can't do anything with that yet, Jesus. Well, can we blow that up? No, I don't think we can blow that up. We can blow this up, though. Do we have enough time to get there is the question. Just enough. Boom. Hey, power gem. Still don't know what to do with those yet. Oh, what are hexagons for? I have like 7,000 of them, and now I have no clue what to use them on. So if you don't have money for a subscription for the channel, you can use them to purchase emotes to use on the channel for 24 hours. And in doing so, you can, how do we get through here? In doing so, you can have a little fun with the emotes. They are all set to the minimum price as possible, so it's not a whole lot you can do with hexagons right now. I may have more ideas for other things in the future, but for now they are just quick and easy ways of getting the emotes if you want them. Oh god. Okay, so why am I back out here? I need to do something with the bombs. Bombs, 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 bombs. How do we get through here? Throw the bomb over the fence? You know what? That makes sense. It seems a little tall for that, compared to everything else. But we'll give it a shot. Yep, sure enough. Seems as tall as all the other shit in here, so... It's odd, but it works. Thanks, baby. Shit. Can't do anything with that yet. Well... Thought I was good at these block puzzles. Yeah, here we go, here we go. This is the way to do it. Just pull it out of the way. There we go. And no surprises here, gotta have more bombs. That's what this one's for. God damn it, I'm surprised that didn't hurt me. You mind? There we go. Cool. Let's do a spin attack. What could go wrong? That's a lot of bombs. Surprised they call this Cannon Island and not Bomb Island. That's a lot of bombs. So what's over here? All roads lead to Rome. That's what's going on. And up here is just a quick way back, I guess. Okay. Now this isn't a quick way back. This is something else entirely. What's going on over here? The way we're supposed to go, I guess. Oh god, really? Oh, wait a second. We can just throw it over the fence. Yeah, we can throw it over the fence. That makes this easier. Oh, we still gotta carry a bomb all the way there. God damn it. So what's the closest bomb to that, then? Guess it'd be that one. Oh, shit. Didn't pick it up first. Lot to this. Nailed it. That just threw right through the fence. Goodness. Oh, accidentally touched the top screen. If you touch the top screen, it is very clear you cannot do that. Wait a sec. Why isn't that showing up? What? Oh, I am so confused. So, for some reason, when you touch the top screen, there's this little overlay that says no stylus, right? For some reason, I am straight up not seeing it in the capture. Even though the capture clearly works. Like, I can do this, and scribble all over it. Why does it take more effort to remove a scribble than it does to add one? But if I touch the top screen, the overlay that appears on Virtual Console just doesn't show up on... What?! So, whatever. Yes, I'm the owner of this shop, Edo. What do you want? What? You demand a cannon? You impress me. You'd brave this dangerous isle for one of my cannons. For a sea shrimp, you've got a good eye. Then know that my cannons are works of explosive art, crafted from choice parts. So you better believe that you're going to cough up big rupees for this one. Have the guts to hear how much? Thought so. Too much to handle, eh? Yeah, we are playing around here, shrimp. Alright, fine. Don't blame me if you drop a load of rupees in my shop. Ready? I'll say it. Get ready, guy. I'm serious. I'm gonna say it. It's going for the steep price of 50 rupees. You big enough to pony up 50 whole rupees? Stunned? Yeah, did you think you were dealing with small potatoes here? Ha! I mean, 50 rupees would buy you a whole lot of good life on this isle. No one could blame you if you can't pay. Buy it? Yeah, sure, of course. What? Which is 50 rupees? Doesn't matter, I guess, just as long as you cough up the cash. Okay, take it. You got a cannon! Now you can fire at things by tapping on them. Next, I'm gonna devise a salvage arm that can pull treasure from the sea floor. That's what we were waiting on for the treasure chart. See you later, shrimp. Just use that door back there to get back to the dock. Must only be on the gamepad. I forgot that the capture is different from the gamepad. Yep, that would do it. Sheer comedy of your rupee counter subtly sliding in during the middle of the dialogue. Yeah, it's great. Hey, look at this. Special delivery. Watch out. Incoming. This is a letter from the postmaster to you, Luigi. Here's what it says. To Luigi. If you're getting this, I guess that my new postman is working out. So far. So I'd like to make an unusual request. He's as good as new hire gets. He's as diligent and efficient as they come. I've got no complaints. I want to keep it that way. So be nice to the postman. He really is a good kid. From the postmaster. Did you write that yourself, dude? And that's it. Wow, kind of embarrassing. Not like I wrote it, but it was odd to read it out loud. Anyway, sign here, will ya? Alright, yep. Good, that wraps it up. See you later. Off it goes. Bye. You know, you can just write anything in those signature sheets and they just don't care. Just do a massive fucking L. I kind of did already. Alright, we've got ourselves a cannon. Why don't we head off to the north? And we're off! Now that we have the big cannon, I better show you how to handle that thing. Just tap anything you see, and the cannon fires at it. Have a blast with it. Thanks. Thanks. You can fire at the fucking seagulls if you want. Well, we weren't around the frog for long enough, but we will be back for him, I'm sure. Gotcha! Oof, you got me. Nice shot, but why'd you have to shoot me like that? See you around the pond. Oh, that doesn't give me anything? Huh, okay. I'm sure he has something for me later. Stop that, kid! You're wasting ammo! Luigi's totally the type to sign his name in cursive, while Mario would sign his name in regular handwriting. Yeah. Good way of putting it. Actually, Mario has this whole special signature thing going on. He shows it in the, tennis game, right? Big-ass tornado. It's feeling like Wind Waker out here. Which is good, because Wind Waker was a very special game for me to... Well, that's awfully nice. What was that? Madness, I tell you! Well, it looks like we can't head up north that way, at least for the time being. Better try another route. What a pain. Okay, so this is how you figure out you need the cannon to blast those rocks down, and then we go north this way, right? That's what I'm guessing. Just need to reach those rocks. There we go. Enemies? Ew. I'm busy blasting rocks. It's more fun. I'm sure we can see what that island is, too, but I'm more interested in heading up to the Northwest Sea. Hang on a moment, Luigi. Look. Could that be the... Sure as fuck is. Oh, I don't remember this. It has surfaced at last! The ghost ship! Can't believe we're laying eyes on it. Let's follow it. Let's go get our treasure. So it wants to lead you this way, then, even if you try to go to the other island. That makes sense. Can't quite reach it with the cannon, otherwise we could get its attention. And sadly, off it goes. Huh? The fog is thickening. Careful now, Luigi. This fog is maddening. I can't even see my hand in front of my face. Don't let it escape, Luigi. Go scuttle that blasted thing, pronto! I'm trying. Ah, that treasure's right in front of our noses. I can smell the wealth. Ghost ship, still haven't caught up yet? I mean, I'm firing at it. It's not like I can make the ship go faster or anything. Hey, there! Wait! Ghost ship. Follow it even further, because the story demands such thing. Hard turn to port! Bah, this fog is really annoying, isn't it? Ouch, just a scratch, right? I didn't even see that barrel before it popped in soon enough to explode on us. True man of the sea won't give up that easily. Keep us on course, Luigi. Hurry up, my brother and Hylia, you were running the engine. Thank you, Hylia, you understand. What the fog? This is ridiculous! And thus we are back where we started. What happened? We were chugging along, making headway there. Bah, you think maybe... Could it be the influence of the ghost ship? Now, what did I hear about that? Oh yeah, it's always surrounded by infernal fog. And that fog leads ships horribly astray. I think it's best that we beat a hasty retreat, Luigi. Maybe someone on one of the nearby islands knows the way through this fog. Now we go to that other island, I guess. Okay, yeah, I'm really invested in this so far. This is fucking fantastic. Enemy spotted. Where? There he is. Well, I hit it once. Moldy Island. I mean, what? Molita Island? My throat doing all these gruff old men voices. I do hope that's coming through. I'm still learning how to do voices for these things. Oh yeah, it's these guys. Oh god. I mean, I didn't see that there. Come on. A lot of stuff on the water. I forgot all about all this. They certainly did more with the sailing than they did in Wind Waker, so they addressed that at least. Another letter already? We can't navigate through the fog, so what are we supposed to do? Can't get to the crest location on the chart unless we pass through that fog. Alright, let's go figure that out. Wayfarer's words number 1. I tried sailing through the foggy passage to the North Sea. Tried and failed. Found myself sailing back to the same point, so I abandoned my voyage. Hey, a new face! Welcome to Melita Island. Lots of island guys are off fishing, but you'll still find many of us at work here. Have you been to the Northern Sea lately? That awful fog and that ghost ship. Scary! It's better not to think of the Northwestern Sea, or you'll get the shivers. Is this it? That's all that's in the house? I'm gonna break your pots and break your barrels. You don't need them. There's nothing in them anyway, like, come on. If you entered the foggy pass to the north, sure have. No matter what you do, it seems like there's no way through the fog, right? Every time you brave that accursed fog, you'll be sent back to your original spot. But Romanos, who lives on the village edge, had a father who got through it. No one dares try to figure it out, not since the ghost ship was seen in the fog. Valuable information. There's a tiny isle in the middle of the 3 boulders south of this isle. It's said that there's a beautiful spring there. It's one of several isles that are not charted on any map. Keep a vigilant eye out while sailing, you never know what you'll find. Now, make a note of what I just said. Not what I clicked on. I clicked on the sea chart for this. There is a funny here. I remember that pretty well, actually. Probably because I read that message like 500 times. You got some pink coral! This game has treasures in it! I think this was, like, the start of these kinds of treasures, right? Or maybe it was, maybe Twilight Princess came first. I don't remember. Twilight Princess had the bugs, though. Oh, just look at this stone tablet. The guy who lives nearby, Romanos, had a father who scattered these here. They're left as a testament to his trip to the Isle of Gusts, but they're a big nuisance. Are they? Seem like they're just there. Number 2. Made my way through the fog to the North Sea where I first spied the island. What a place ravaged by winds. How could I name it anything but the Isle of Gusts? Yeah, because you're the one who discovered it, I'm sure. Colonialism at work, etc. Special delivery! What do we got? It's a letter from Astrid. Ahem. Ooh, I can't wait. Good tidings to you, Luigi. Thank you for your recent help. Try as I might to express my gratitude in words, I cannot do it justice. If there is anything that I can do in return, please stop by the Isle of Ember. I know that someone of my modest means might have little to offer, but I believe that I can at least show you the way should you become lost. Sincerely, Astrid. Alright, so she works like a fortune teller in other Zelda games. Thank you! Right, I talked to you already. Moving on, another shop. Standard old shop, but purple potion. Purple? Purples? Skysometric purple? Do you have a pink potion and a blue potion? Purple potion fills 8 hearts automatically if you fall. Oh, that's a fairy. Got it. So I'll be wanting those. As many of those as fucking possible. It's understood. I always liked how you can just hop up on these pegs. Is there any purpose to it? Not really. It was fun. What? You want to sail the island? You want to sail to the island up in the Northwestern Sea? My husband called that place the Island of Gusts. He used to talk about how he had visited that island. My husband was once content to be a fisherman until he left this place. He sought uncharted lands. At least that's what he said when he finally left. He refused to work, instead ruining his boat by braving the northern fog repeatedly. Last time I saw him was over a year ago. My son Romanos, who's at home right now, might know a little more. But that boy hasn't worked in a long time either. He's peeved at his dad, I think. He might get upset if you mention the Isle of Gusts. Well, we kind of have to know. Apologies for the traumatic experience. That's something you can dig up, isn't it? Why is there a Temple of the Ocean King in the back of this island, too? I mean, that's not the Temple of the Ocean King. That's something else, surely. Need something, kid? What? You want to travel to the Isle of Gusts? Please don't tell me you're going your own way, too. Own way? If you don't know, forget I asked. You're better off staying put and forgetting about that Isle of Gusts. Not willing to tell me anything, are you? Oh, really? Do it your way? Go your own way? What a bunch of garbage. All this endless babbling about living with a lust for adventure. Can that put food on the table? Can that make your family happy? Going your own way is no way to survive in this life. My way's a lot better. Staying home, eating cheese, that's the life. You understand. Cheese is one of life's greatest pleasures. Yeah, Isle of Gusts, don't say another word about it. Figure it out yourself and get out of here. Well, geez. I mean, cheese. Wait, come back, kid! Really? Sorry to unload all that on you, kid. It's just that my dad used to say lots about going his own way to explore, and I got fed up with him. My dad used to talk about getting through the fog and seeing the Isle of Gusts. He said something about going a specific route for getting through the foggy passage. And only he knew which way to go. Okay, behind our house, it's a hideaway, probably a map in there with the route on it. Young man, you mustn't go in that cave. Dangerous monsters have been seen in there. Girl, I have a sword! My son says it's okay, but please don't do anything too dangerous. Interesting. Alright. Mini dungeon? Mini dungeon. We got water in here. Ow! Well, that was a one-way, so we're stuck here now. Hey, buddy! Oh my god, this is the Wind Waker combat music. I don't even know if these guys are in Wind Waker. Is this a Zora? Must be. Nope, I hit his shield. God damn it. If I hit him from the side and come around behind him. Yeah, there we go. Boom. What's all the other stuff that was in the room anyway? We must go back around there after looping through this room. I always do 2 spin attacks by accident when I'm putting in the input for that. I seem to recall that happening a lot when I was young, too. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. My journal. I'm writing this while in a private space I call my hideaway. Whenever I'm here, I find myself utterly at peace. And it will stay that way only as long as I know that no one will interrupt me. Now I do have one more hideaway, and no one will ever find the entrance. It's under the spot where the lines drawn between my stone tablets intersect. It's brilliant if I do say so myself. Believe that's the first line, so we definitely want that there. Okay. You got the shovel! Here we go! Now we're getting somewhere. No clues yet. But now we've got the shovel, and we can start digging stuff up. Like a big green rupee. That's what I was hoping to see. Now we can start doing some fun stuff. Enemy is called a Zora Warrior, if I remember right. Wow, okay. How many other games do they show up in? Can't get up there quite yet. What is that temple back there? Wayfarer's Words number 3. The Isle of Gusts was only one of many islands beyond that foggy passage. I will see them all. It's my life's dream. It's the only way to live. We will do this right. Wayfarer's Words number 4. What a discovery. On the Isle of Gusts, a temple reached into the sky itself. But a temple to what? For whom? My curiosity must be sated. Satisfied, not sated. So, these obviously don't intersect if I do it this way. Nailed it. Did I call that a what? Tiny, slightly off-color patch of grass. Almost like it was calling to me. Almost like the game designers wanted me to see it. Nah, no way. They don't do that. You just tell me about that secret island, don't you? Want some valuable information? No. Okay. Hey, this was more or less the right spot, actually. And then one more. Yeah, I actually had these nearly exactly correct when I drew the first line. That's not quite right. There we go. I drew the fucking new Twitter logo by accident by adding an extra line there. Jesus Christ. Of course it's under this tree. No surprises. How goes the gaming? Hey, Tess! Welcome to the stream! It's good to see ya! The gaming is going very well. I'm finding myself very extremely invested in this game the more I play of it. So, I'm very happy about that. This is living up to how much I loved it as a kid. So far. I hear that it's the later game stuff that really starts to fucking pick up the pace of bullshit. To my son, Romanos. If you're reading these words, you have found my true hideaway. Which means you also have developed a desire to find your own way in life. Know that I am truly sorry for putting you and your mother through so much. I'm well aware that I'm the world's worst father, leaving you both behind. There's so much about the ways of the world I don't understand. Such as why the ghost ship appears and steals people. Where do its victims go? I have decided to dedicate my life to figuring out the answers. If I fail to return, please take care of your mother, and please forgive me. In closing, one more thing. Embrace your wayfaring ways, my son. My god, okay. To my son, here's the only way to sail through the foggy passage. You have to make a fucking loop. Jesus Christ. So, between here, up and around through here, up and over, make a loop-de-loop, up and down and out. Jesus Christ, that is complicated. But alright. I mean, it keeps people from fucking brute forcing it, that's for damn sure. Strange sun emblem on that door, Luigi. I wonder if we can open it. Try touching the door, Luigi. No, it's got a lock on it, obviously. Something about this crest that tickles my memory. Why not draw this emblem on our map so that we remember it later on? You don't say. Not the C chart, not the C chart. Wrong one. We are done with these now because we know where this is for all time and eternity. But... You know what? You know what? Screw it. I am embracing my 12-year-old self, and I am going to draw an 8-pointed star. No, no. That was the wrong place to connect that. Okay. For real this time. That was terrible. One more try. Nailed it. So that's the sun. And that's our way back. There we go. Awesome. Fuck that sun door? Really? Interesting. 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 I do remember this, but I don't remember what's up with it. Huh? You found my dad's hideaway and defeated the monsters in there? I see. You've inspired me, kid. What drove my dad to go his own way like you? I may just join him and find out. Thanks, kid. I hope you have a nice life. You deserve it after all you've been through. Found my husband's hideaway. I'm sure he'd be irritated if he were still among us today. I am not thinking about what I drew first thing on the stream. I am not thinking about what I drew first thing on the stream. It wouldn't even be on this map anyway if I hadn't erased it. Rat was written on a map, was it? Please tell me you wrote it on a chart. Sure did. But we are not going there first. We've been tipped off to something else. Let's go! Wow, I can see it from all the way over here, in fact. One of those weird things we call a sea trap just emerged, Luigi. We're on a collision course, so two options. Blast each end or jump the thing. Well, gee, I wonder which is easier. And there's our island. Looks like we can dock there. I've just added the altitude to your chart. Why not set a course for it? Bingo. Alright, so I have to redraw the chart so that it ends up on the anchor. Ow. I remember getting really, really good at timing the jump, but not being any good at blasting both ends with the cannon. That part's a lot harder to me for some reason. Spirit Island. Why is this game saying Among Us so much? That's a great question. So to get the key, the game wants to do something for the first time. It's something the DS can do that the U can't. Oh boy, is it one of those things you have to share items in order to get it? I was reading the manual, and it reminded me that there's this whole fucking item sharing system over local wireless that you can do. You obviously can't do that on the Wii U because the Wii U does not have local wireless, but also, for some reason, they didn't let you play Virtual Console games online anymore, either? Oddly enough. Courage Gem, it radiates courage, but it can't be used like this, and we don't even have the Courage Spirit anyway. The Shrine at Spirit Island. The servant spirits came here long ago in search of the power to defeat evil. The three spirits used Spirit Gems to gain the power they required. Ten Spirit Gems will give great power to a spirit. 20 Spirit Gems are required for a spirit to fully realize its power. We discussed this earlier. Equip spirits that have been powered up to boost your own abilities. Open the collection screen and tap a spirit icon to equip a powered-up spirit. Also, if you tap the same spirit, you'll deselect it. Can't use a spirit's power unless you equip it. Remember that. Alright. Well, I don't think we have 10 of any gems yet anyway, so this isn't going to go anywhere, but... Luigi, I am the servant to the goddess of spirits that dwells in the spring. I have been awaiting your arrival. The spirits that travel with you have not recovered their true strength. To restore their power, you must find spirit gems scattered around the world. Then you must bring them here. Collect these, and the spirits will recover their true power. Then they will be of even greater assistance to you in your quest. I don't have enough power gems. Must find 8 more. Alright. Yeah, I can't equip this at all right now because I haven't powered them up. It actually has nothing to do with the sharing items thing? Okay, interesting. I don't remember if I had to do that to get all the golden ship parts or something, but I remember the whole thing being fucking weird. I did use it a couple times, though. Remember reading game manuals for Donkey Kong Country Returns, and we fit a lot. Specifically those games for some reason. I read the game manuals for all my games. It was a ritual that I quite enjoyed as a kid. Every time I got a new game, I would read the manual on the way home. We could talk for hours about how games these days don't have manuals anymore, but also the games sort of have their own tutorials now, so like, whatever. At the same time, though, they added character and lore and fun stuff to each game. And it was fun just reading them. Don't hit the tornado. Good. And we're on our way. I'm sure we could stop at the ship or something, but I don't remember what that's for. Game manuals, my beloved. I would read them in bed. Ooh, that's fun. Oof, you got me. Nice shot, but why'd you have to shoot me like that? See you around the pond. Okay, he still doesn't do anything for us. He's just hopping around. It was also a big reason I got into strategy guides, and why I got the strategy guide for this game. It wasn't just for the ability to 100% the game or whatever. It was also so that I could relive the game anytime I wanted to without having to wipe my save file clean. Considering there was a second save file on the screen at all times, I don't know why I didn't just start one of those, but... And a loop-de-loop, and up and around, tie your shoe. Let's just at least get out of the fog first, even though I wanted to go all the way to the island, and probably should have. I like how late in the Wii era, a lot of games had manuals that were really big because they had the manual for all three languages, or all three languages that they serviced in America, at least. English, French, and Spanish. I always thought that was a really neat touch. If I'm ever making a game, I'm going to make it have a game manual, and it's probably gonna have to be online, but I don't care, it needs to exist. I like when games do that, it's always fun. Games these days, even when they are only available on Steam or whatever, coming with a PDF of, the manual. I always thought that was so much fun. I want to say I have a manual for... Fuck, is it Freedom Planet? Might be. I have to go dig for it. And I don't even know where I put it. I have the, Genesis Mini and Genesis Mini 2 manuals, so that's fun. They made all those available as PDFs, which is great. All the games on them specifically, so, all of the Genesis games have PDFs on the Genesis Mini site. Which is fucking fantastic. I wish the SNES Mini had done that. All of these games, actually, Virtual Console Wii U games, all of them have their own manuals, too, that we could access if we wanted. In fact... Why don't we take a moment and look at that? Original manual. It's just there on the screen. The menu screen. And it's a web page you can access. Only a select few of my games had game manuals in Norwegian, like my copy of Donald Duck Quack Attack. Ooh, fun. Yeah, it's just the manual. The whole ass Phantom Hourglass manual. That scan doesn't look particularly good, but maybe that's the, No, it's just the scan. I could probably get better scans of these of my own manual if I wanted to. But the whole thing is here. I like how the, somewhere around here it says that, top screens, the top screen screenshots and the touch screen screenshots are differentiated by one having a feather, like you can touch it, with the feather pen, which is a great touch. Most of the others just had different colored borders. Like this right here, the main screen. The feather pen and everything. It's good stuff. But I like how all of the Virtual Console games had the manuals come with them on Wii U, and that's something that got lost on the Switch. I always wanted to read the manual for New Super Mario Bros. Wii, but I lost it, so I never got to, sadly. I still have mine. Man, those things you have to touch twice. If I had better ways of getting scans of things, I'd get a scan of my NSMB Wii manual for you. It probably already exists on the internet anyway, though. There we go, got him. It's hard to get those guys in time with all this fog. But it worked out. Oh man, we are actually fuming low health. Ew. We want to get out of here as soon as possible. I think every time you dock the ship, it recovers all of its health, so that's not a worry. Just head straight to the island. We're still not even out of the fog. There we go! Made it through that horrible fog, finally. Just look at that sun again, it's so bright. Where? There. Oh, god damn it. Of course there's a goddamn tornado while I'm busy looking at the sun. Just make it to the dock, please. Jesus Christ. Cannot wait to have more ship parts. Full of those little funny dudes from Wind Waker. Whew, finally made it to the island. Hey, I actually want you to hang back this time and repair the ship for us. Can you do that, buddy? This sure is one gusty isle. Yep, surely this has got to be the Isle of Gusts. So, you little green parrot, how about you go fly off in search of our next spirit? I actually want you to stay behind and repair the ship this time, and... fuck. Well, I hope I didn't need that sign. It probably just says, watch for the wind or some shit. Hop the gap while the wind's not blowing. Oh, Jesus. I like how I was trying to do a spin attack and ended up doing a perfectly executed roll that time. That's fucking fantastic. I cannot wait to play Spirit Tracks solely so that I can do the roll on double tap instead. Strong wind warning, don't get blown off. You don't say. Oh, I understand now. There we go. But I want to know what's in there. Shit. Ow! All but one of them, Jesus. Sorry to all the funny number chat members, but we have skipped 420 and gone straight from 410 to 430. I'm sure we'll have more opportunities in the future. Courage Gem, which we can't use yet. Wayfarer's Journal. You never know where the wayfaring winds will take you next. After many months upon this windy isle, I discovered smaller islands nearby. But my big discovery, the one that sets my heart aflutter, the mermaid. That is where my wayfaring destiny takes me next. You don't say. It's not what I meant to click on. It's way too easy to click on an island instead of the sea chart itself. I'm just gonna copy down exactly what the map looks like, because I don't even know what that arrow means. Probably means the island where the mermaid is. I always just found that video game manuals extremely cool, and I'm sad that games don't have them anymore. Yeah, it's a sad thing. Even in the Wii U and 3DS era where they started to run out of steam for making manuals, they were still making online manuals and, like, digital manuals available for each game, and those had their own personality. But, now that the Switch is here, we don't even have that, so... It is a sad day. As an industry, we have more or less moved on from video game manuals. Which reminds me, apropos of absolutely nothing, I really need to play Tunic sometime. So this is just a way back, right? Yep. We don't want to go up there. Anything up around here? Just gusts. I see. Does this game have iron boots, perchance? Wisdom gem. First one of those. So the wisdom gem is just for falling off of here, and then for defeating all the enemies we get a treasure map. Alright. Cool. So wait, don't tell me you have to do all of this just to get back. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, this is just to get back. Oh, Lord. Lord God Almighty. Mother of fuck. I hope I don't have to. I hope there are other ways back. I really don't want to do that. Whee! Huh? That's not it, is it? Yeah, there we go. Alright. Nothing like a good old dead end to tell me where the right way is. Need that heart. Thank you. Not jumping all the way down, just most of the way. And yeah, you can just jump down this way, so you don't have to go the long way around. Thank goodness. I think that's just for stealthing around the enemies if you wanted to do that. But why would you want to do that when there's so much treasure down in the bottom room? That's a weirdly laid out room. This is something we can't get into yet. And this is presumably just the way back. Well, no. There's more stuff going on here. What do you think those are, Luigi? All these spots in the ground. Looks like they were shoveled in with dirt. It's weird. I wonder why that is. Oh, God. Oh, God. So that's the hint we needed, that now we can start digging these up, and even shoveling them back in if they end up not being helpful. Tunic truly was a game made for people who miss manuals. I'm excited to try that out. Sucker for a good strategy guide. I've gotten them for games I don't own even when they're really good. I did that too as a kid. Sadly, ever since the death of strategy guides also, or at least the significantly less of them, I have done significantly less of that. But, somehow as a kid, I had a strategy guide for Crash 2, even though I never got to play it. I want to kill that enemy. 1 rupee. This is so worth it. Ah, yes. Shovel it back in. I like how we're going back here, even though there was the obvious route that we didn't take. Rupples! Once again, a sad day for funny number fans. We just skipped 666. The hero must blow on the 3 sacred windmills to open the path. Great. So it's specifically these 3. Got it. I'm not going to try to recreate the funny wind icon. Maybe the door in there is just locked and we had to come up here anyway. That's probably what it is. Creatures that are sensitive to sound dwell in the sands ahead. So walk without sound and bring as little attention to yourself as possible. If all else fails, flee to a high spot before the creatures find you. Oh god. Jesus! Okay. Yeah, we definitely don't want to deal with that, so, just go as slow as possible. Sand creatures devour whatever they find. We figured that out. So feed them bombs. Aha! Get fucked! Oh, that's fun. That's really fun. I like that a lot. Whew! Careful. Got one. Oh, Jesus. I was hoping I could get back to the bomb. Oh, they've all respawned. That's great. That's fucking fantastic. That's phenomenal. That's outstanding. Can we please just get to the end of the road? Oh god, really? 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 They are just slightly faster than you. Good god. I guess if you roll, you'll probably get away from them. But the roll input is so weird! Every game has its moment that's like, gee, game, really? Do you really have to do this to me? Especially Zelda games, they've always got their slower, less fun moments. So I'm not bothered by this, but good goddamn. Alright, moving on. And that turns these off too, doesn't it? Tempo entrance, stop disgusting only when the windmills have had their fill. Right. And we did that already. Perfect. And here's the Temple of Wind. Alright, we've been going 3 hours, so once this temple is done, we're gonna call it for the day. We're finally inside, Luigi. Looks like we won't escape sudden gusts inside the temple either. Be careful! Tunic is also made for speedrunners. Ooh, that's fun. Fangamer's Mother 3 Strat guy was so good, I bought it at their booth at a PAX show. Ooh, that sounds amazing. What the fuck? And the middle one turns off, then the outer ones turn on, and it's... Huh. Oh, I think I understand. Okay. Not the bomb thing, but the way the wind goes in that. Strange. Bridges! Oh yes, I remember these bridges all too well. This bridge model, anyway. The way that they come out like that. My god, really? Ow. So what's the bomb for? I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is probably where we get bombs. There we go. Much better. So that's a way back. This is a way back. I like that the shortcuts in these temples are very, very straightforward. Oh, it's one of these, isn't it? Oh, I just stood there and the, bat got bonked. That's nice. Precision handling on a touchscreen. Huzzah! I'm sure it will only get worse from here. Nailed it. That was scary! They played the scary music! Oh no, what will I do? This game doesn't have rupee likes, does it? Ew. Really hope it doesn't. So there's the obvious way through the middle here, and then what's over here? Oh, the obvious way through the middle requires bombs. Okay, so we're getting bombs here. Got it. Right, you can push these. Number of treasure chests left here is 1. Fine by me. So now we've done all the action sequences for this floor, and we can just skip past it in case something goes wrong. Something probably won't go wrong, though. Probably. How strong is the wind? Strong enough to push you off of a ledge, and also strong enough to make you jump across, I can see where the enemies are on the map, so I can just explode the right ones already. Oh, that just causes them to, okay. Well, great. So I go activate them first, and then, yeah. Alright. The wind is strong enough to be a threat, let's say. If you try to walk straight forward through the wind, it will just blow you straight off the side. I like when enemies pop up in ways that they expect you to use the spin attack, and then you do, and it's so satisfying. Oh, I'm hitting the wall. I thought I was hitting a shield that he had or something, but no. No such thing. Okay, strangely laid out dungeon. When 2 wings flutter, the door will swing wide, alright? Really? What's over here? Whee! That was our last chest for the floor, I guess. Can't get back here just yet. We'll need to eventually, though. So we need these wings, huh? Which means we need to get up to each side of this. This means we need to come from another floor. Alright. Just head up on through. Oh, wait. Treasure chest on the previous floor. This is a different floor. Pink coral. Still don't know what that's used for yet. Other than selling items? Question mark. There we go. Now watch this. Whee! Thunk. Cool. Cool puzzle. So what is the order Zelda games take place? Because sometimes Link is a child. Link is... A lot of the games are completely separate things from each other. Like, Twilight Princess Twilight Princess Link is not the same as Wind Waker and Phantom Hourglass Link, is not the same as Link to the Past Link, etc. There's a whole fucking timeline on Hyrule Historia that explains how it's supposed to work. It is hotly contested, even though it came from Nintendo. But this is one of the few Zelda games that is actually a direct sequel. Because a lot of them just aren't. Man, I don't like this. Scaries. And if I touch the thing, he walks at full speed towards it. God damn it. I didn't even touch that one. Run. Respect silence and tread quietly, or else you'll rouse the slumberer. When all the pillars of wind rise, the door will open. Great, alright. Does that mean the others need to be quiet? I hope not. Treasure chest. Just a random power gem and a random treasure chest. Interdasting. That is one of the correct ones. This is another one of the correct ones. Cool. Man, speaking of fucking stealth puzzles. Three. The last one's down over here. Nailed it. Very good. Oh, that opened all of these doors? No, just those two. Okay. Which is the ones we need for the wings, quote-unquote, right? Yes, here's our first wing. Very good. Back down and through the top for the other one will probably be enough. There's, like, other stuff on this floor, too. In fact, there's something that I'm actually rather proud of finding out on my own, because the strategy guide doesn't mention this. You come up through this door, right? And there's this little cave here. There's a big green rupee over there. And if you have bombs, you can blow open a door that is not marked on the wall and get it. And that is not listed in the Prima strategy guide for this game. And I actually emailed the person who wrote the strategy guide and said, hey, there's this thing here, you didn't mention it. And I did not get a response back. I have since learned that maybe it's a little rude to be saying such things. Cool, small key. Where do I use this? Shit. There's a lot to this fucking dungeon. Okay, so that's still... block's still there. Good. I think I can use this down here. So this is locked. Bingo. Tell me this gives me bombs. Tell me this gives me bombs. We got bombs! Very nice. So what you're telling me is, the very first thing they throw you after you get bombs is the fucking hidden bomb wall of a fucking lifetime, where you have to see it from outside the previous room? My god. I didn't realize that part. Oh, and you know the best part of this big green rupee? It is renewable. Every time you come back to the temple, it comes back. It's not the best way of grinding up rupees by a long shot, but it's there. There was something over here, right? Oh, shoot. Ow. Yeah, it's a bombable wall. Hey, it's rude. It's not rude to be right about video games. Oh, all of Twitter would disagree with you. Alright, and this is the way we need to move on. Beautiful. Very, very good. Cool. I love stuff that's set up like that. Bomb dominoes. Bominos? God damn it. It is a timing puzzle, and I have to go fast, and I did not realize that. Cool. Made it. It just stops beeping once you get past it, because, what if you need to get back, I guess? Blank faces can hide truth as well as blemished ones. Study the walls carefully. Study the floors carefully, more like. I'm sure it makes a different noise if you hit the hidden walls, but, too lazy. Random door that you have to open for some reason? Question mark? Don't want to be cornered over here. Thank you. So which of these is the way out, then? Aha! It's on the other side of this. Once again, study the floors, more like. Two bombs this time, huh? Reminds me of that one part in Ocarina in the Fire Temple, with all those bombs lined up along the floor there. That's a fun moment. And this should be the big key. And we are right up next to the door anyway, so, this is before they really start getting fucking ridiculous about big key puzzles. These have been pretty simple so far. Alright, good dungeon. Once again, I really enjoyed that dungeon. I am enjoying my time with this game. This game's great. I have no idea what people are talking about saying they couldn't get into it or whatever. I'm enjoying myself quite a lot. Now, everyone's entitled to their own opinions, of course. And if somebody had a bad experience with this game or whatever, I don't want to take that away from them. And I may not even be up to the worst of the game or whatever, some of the game's most bullshit. See, look at this! It's a fucking two-screen boss battle. I remember this. Oh my god, this one's great! Careful, that bloated beast can summon cyclones! Almost made it. Close. There you go. Alright, just a couple more times of that. Ooh! Good hit. Oh my god! I'm just getting accidental combos on this guy. Those shots felt less close than the ones I was sure I got at the beginning of this fight. Good lord! Ow. I'm going to end up hitting myself again because the bomb's going to spawn right there. Oh, nope. It gave me just enough time. Okay. Very good. Bye, buddy. Enjoy yourself. Didn't mean to walk that close. I wonder if you can throw bombs into the cyclones he makes. Nailed him. He's gotta be close to dead. There we go. Good fucking boss fight. That was a lot of fun. Very dynamic. That is a really cool effect, my god. Got more sand for the Phantom Hourglass. 2 minutes have been added, so now we have 12. That's the Wisdom Crest. And here's our next fairy. Nubet says, this game seems really fun, actually. I kind of want to play it. I'm surprised at how much I still love this. Because the way the internet talked about it, I thought I wasn't going to be so sure, but every bit of this stream so far, I've loved it. I'm Neri, the Spirit of Wisdom. Thank you for slaying that vile monster. Now the seal has been broken and I'm free. Luigi, look! This time it's the Spirit of Wisdom, Neri! We came all this way to seek your help. The Ocean King must be locked up somewhere too. The Spirit of Power is with you. Of course I'll help. Spirit of Wisdom Neri has joined your group. Find one more spirit to track down the ghost ship. Don't recall it being quite that simple. Love the enthusiasm, though. And another heart container. Good stuff. Where did the fairies go? They just get sort of absorbed, I guess. Okay, so this seems to be the fastest way back to the ship. If I'm reading the map correctly, which I may not be. But I'm pretty sure I am. I am not reading the map correctly. Okay, we need to go the other way. That's just the way to the rest of the island extended. Use this to hop down here. Use the other little cutout here to hop down here. And there we go. Alright, so I'm gonna save. And I'm gonna call it here because it's been 3.5 hours. I love this game so far. I'm really, really pleased that I am enjoying it as much as I did as a kid. And the next time, on The Legend of Zelda The Phantom Hourglass, we will take our second trip down the Temple of the Ocean King, and we will see on repeat trips how much I like that, because that is the part of the game that is most contentious for most people. So, I will be streaming this every Sunday until we're through with it, about the same time, 3 p.m. So, mark that on your calendars if you're interested in continuing to watch as we continue this adventure and see as we get further along whether I still like this game and how much it pulls the same bullshit over and over again. But so far, I really enjoy it. I haven't had anything I've run into that I really dislike, except maybe this island is a little bullshit, but whatever. The temple was a lot of fun. Quintalian says, thanks for glad you're enjoying it. Thanks for the stream. Highland says, thank you for the stream. Catch you around. Duncan says, yay, good night. See you next time. Thank you all so much for sticking around so long. I know it's been a long stream for me. Long stream for y'all too, but really appreciate y'all sticking around, and I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. See y'all next time.